What is going on, people? Welcome to Throw Down Your Questions, episode 565, the AMA special. I'm your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I'm joined by Emilio Lopez.
Sup, people? It's that time again.
Chris Seeley.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Carlos Romero.
Yo, yo, yo.
And Brian Manjoma.
What up, what up, what up?
All right, guys, you already know, man. The end of the year is here, and we're going to answering all your AMA questions. Couple of things here. So some of you guys did leave some non-game, or some gaming questions. We'll save those till next year because we got too many of the normal questions. And I'm going to slightly change the format. Usually I ask the question, I kind of go around the room like one by one to shave down a little bit of time because this is going to be a long episode. I'm just going to ask where it's appropriate, ask the question, and just leave it open, and anybody can just jump in whenever. But there are a few questions that are pointed at specific members. But generally, I'm just going to ask the question, and you guys just jump in. Maybe a little bit more chaotic, but whatever, you know. And we're going to pretty much go through these as we got them. So George W. Cush starts us off, Brett. So his first question is, what movie or TV series disappointed you so much that you stopped being excited or hyped for any upcoming ones? Oh, just one? Just one? Like, this has been like the age of disappointment. Go ahead, bro. You start us off.
Well, firstly, I thought he was just gonna say this year because I'm like, oh, like, is there something? Because I usually don't watch stuff that I know that I'm getting disappointed by. But no, if this is all time, there is a plethora of things that we can go by. Yeah. I mean, I'll start off with the Matrix, Reloaded, or whichever one was the second one.
Yeah,
yeah, because the first one is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Oh yeah,
and the second one, I mean, at the time for me, it wasn't that bad because even the shitty CGI animation stuff was kind of enticing. I was really young when it came out, but it definitely did not leave the same sort of, stamp that the first one did. And it just, after the third one, I'm like, this is, I'm not really looking forward to anything else.
And so I think we can end it here. I don't know if you saw Matrix 4. Fuck.
We talked about it too. We had a review.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh my, like that movie made 2 and 3 better in comparison, and 2 and 3 suck, Yeah. And the thing about 2 is, originally, I liked it a lot because it set up all these cool things, right? But then none of those things paid off well, so then it just retroactively sucked. 3 made 2 bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The architect.
Yeah, the art. Stuff. Oh, man. Like, all that stuff. Like, oh, man, this third movie's going to be crazy, bro. For me, I'm going to drop the obvious ones. Star Wars and Star Trek, huge disappointments, and it's funny because they were both, in my estimation, killed in the same year, 2017. That was the release of Star Trek Discovery and Star Wars, the Rian Johnson movie, and it's Star Trek is abysmal because it's like, and Star Wars, I was never one of those guys where I was like, I like one or the other. I like them both equally for different reasons, and just to see the utter state that both are in right now, it's just extremely upsetting, And that's happened to numerous other franchises that I love, but those are the main ones for me. And I know we got a question similar to this later on, like what were your favorite franchises? Those two are gonna pop up a lot. I know those are kind of the normie answers, but those meant a lot to me, and these idiots fucked them all up,
For me, I would say The Force Awakens did it for me on Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh, wow. There you go. And looking back at that fucking movie, yeah, man, you're right.
That Force Awakens movie was just like, it was like, all it was just playing the hits. And it was just like, it was just garbage. None of the things make any sense. And the things that were new, that were interesting, I think that the Finn stuff could have worked, because how many people do you like a stormtrooper defecting from the Empire? That's a cool fucking idea. And what the fuck did they do to this dude? They turned him into a fucking custodian.
Yeah.
He's like, he's the guy who sweeps the floor. Fucking racist as shit.
A custodian simp.
Yeah.
Yes, simp. Yes.
Nothing. He's there's nothing this guy could have had. They totally fucked him over. Anyway, that one that really did it for me because I was like, no, I can't watch any. This is if this is a sign we're going to go down. I just don't need to watch these. We could just pretend that these films don't exist. Prometheus.
Oh,
that's a good one.
although to be fair though, I mean, I'm just jumping in real quick. To me, Alien already kind of died with like the fourth movie.
Oh, Resurrection.
Resurrection?
Yeah.
I mean, there were good parts of Resurrection, but the whole like thing, like, oh, we've cloned her to bring her back. Thing. I mean, it had good moments. It had good things, but I just at that point when we go to Prometheus, like, oh yeah, okay, Ridley Scott is back, and then he's like, oh, they go to this no, and then how dumb those people are on that fucking thing. Like Idris Elba's like the only smart person on the planet, and he didn't get anything. He's just like, yo, we are on this planet. They make weapons on this planet. We need to get the fuck out of here.
I remember you watching that movie with you. After the end, we were like, "What the fuck did we just watch, man?
What the fuck did we just not in the good way?
Yeah.
It didn't bring up any questions. Just like this is how idiotic those people are. Like the guy's like sticking his head, like they take off their helmets while they're on the fucking planet. All this stuff.
Dumb movie, man. Yeah. What about the
Awful
rest? Yeah.
film.
What about the rest of you guys? What franchises were ruined for you?
Oh, I mean, pretty much the same ones as you: Star Trek, Star Wars, fucking Marvel.
Marvel. That's another one.
Yeah, it's just been total shit. Like, I mean, Star Trek. You know, I love Star Trek. I love the hell out of Star Trek. I can't anything done by Secret Hideout and CBS in the last like 8-9 years. Trash, absolute fucking trash, garbage. And Strange New Worlds is no exception. I gave everything a chance. I didn't watch Picard season 3 because I was like, I know Manny said I should check it out. I'm too burned. It's like, no, you beat me enough. I can't go back.
Yeah, no.
It's awful. And I watched some of the Marvel shows. God, it just keep getting worse. And I'm just done. I don't care about Avengers Doomsday. I don't care what you tease. Ooh, Chris Evans is back. I don't give a shit.
I saw that teaser today when I saw Avatar. Stupid. Absolute waste of time.
Yeah, I am no. There's nothing to get me back. I don't care to get the Russos back. Get every writer who did fucking Infinity War and Endgame back. I don't care. That's it. You peaked with that.
Yeah.
Endgame should have been it. Marvel should have just fucking taken like a 5-6 year hiatus and then figure out how to reset it. But nah, I'm done.
Nah, I hear that. What about you, Brian? Since I didn't hear you.
Pretty much the same thing. But I think to answer the question, mine started with Captain Marvel.
I think that's fair.
Ever since I seen that, I was like, okay, this isn't going that well. Even though I enjoyed WandaVision, I thought that was fun. And then it really was cemented with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I seen one episode, and then I was like, I'm not dealing with this nonsense. And then it's somehow been downhill since then. So, yeah.
Yeah, no. With Marvel, if you're talking about TV shows, what did it for me was Loki. I was like, okay, because I saw fucking WandaVision. I didn't think that was good. Falcon and Winter Soldier, I actually enjoyed it up until episode 5 when it got preachy. Then it stupid, and Loki was just bad the whole way around. I'm like, you know what? So combine that with, and then the one that did it for me movie wise was Doctor Strange 2. I'm like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Why am I hate watching this shit? You know? Anyway, let's move on to the next question here. George W. Cush again. What are your favorite music albums since 2010? Very interesting question.
2010, huh?
Yeah, since 2010. For me, it's kind of like a broad thing because it's more like what bands are you still listening to? I know during all that time, 2010s, Dream Theater was a big one. I was listening to all their new albums, especially since it had Mike Mangini on drums, so that was kind of interesting. Trivium never stopped releasing albums during all that time, so that was good. Priest and Maiden, obviously, they were dropping albums during all that time. And what else? Just Megadeth too. So here's the thing: like I complain about quote unquote modern music, but like I'm happy with the metal I listen to, and I've never stopped listening to it. So I know those aren't specific albums, but for me, it's like to me, it's more like what artists am I listening to? And this will pop up later when it comes to more stuff. I like what I like, and I'm happy with that. I don't venture into all these other things. Like I like what I like, and I'm good. You know. But yeah, what about the rest of you guys? What are some of your favorite albums released since 2010?
Jeez, that's a
Uh,
hard one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean,
Chris.
I guess Firepower, that was really good.
Yeah, from
That's
Priest. Yeah,
Um, Dystopia was good.
yeah. Iced Earth. Yeah,
Yeah. So, I'm trying to think. I mean, I listen to different stuff, but that's what popped to me immediately.
yeah. I sure enough, first, you know what an album is, man. You're old enough.
Oh, come on.
Did you say what's an album?
Hey, you're not 20, motherfucker. You know,
Maybe he's way like much older than us. It's an LP.
it's an LP. There you go. Yeah, go ahead, Carlos. As you were talking.
Yeah. Just off the top, I think To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City, pretty much anything Kendrick Lamar's done. Jay-Z, 444. Most of the last like 5 Tyler the Creator albums. The Strokes had an album called The New Abnormal. It came out I think 2020, which is great. Arctic Monkeys AM. I'm trying to think what else came out in the 2010s. Oh, Kanye came up with a lot of stuff before he lost his mind. There was a couple of stuff that he came up with.
Remember, the question is since 2010, so it could literally be stuff from this year too. You know.
Yeah, like Kanye came, like in 2010 he released My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which a lot of people regard as his best album, which is a great album. Frank Ocean, Blonde, Channel Orange as well. Yeah, there's a lot.
Nice. What about you, Brian?
I'm kind of in the same bar with Tony here, where I don't really listen to nothing new. The only thing really I listen to is anything Kendrick related. He just, for me, cannot seem to make a bad album, so that's great, and that's about it. I don't know if I listened to anything Lupe related in a while since Lasers, so
Yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, I'm with Tony here. I just don't listen to anything new these days.
Yeah, like I listen to new stuff, but it's just from bands I like. You know, they release a new album, I'm listening to that stuff. But other than that, I'm happy in my lane. Although there's been a couple little surprises here and there. I don't know if because I did want to bring this up. I don't know. Okay, okay. I'll have a chance to bring this up later because we get asked a question about music genre. Take a guess what I like. All right, moving on here. Lord Punisher.
Oh, wait.
What's up, Manny?
I got some. There was the Children of Bodom album that came out from 2010. 2011. I can't remember whatever album.
Yeah, that was a good one.
There was for me. Yeah, I'm also I'm listening to the stuff that I usually listen to. There's also The Sword came out with an album. I can't even remember what the name of that one is.
Yeah, I usually forget the name of the album. Like I listen to this band, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's every so often something sneaks in and says, hey, this is a cool one, you know. But yeah.
Very good stuff. All right, Lord Punisher. Ooh, Mandy, this question is for you.
Yes.
But he says the rest of us could chime in as well. But he goes, question for Manny, but the other panels can weigh in as well. What does the future of DC Comics look like under the Netflix umbrella? Considering that the best-selling comic of 2024 was, or maybe he means 2025, was Absolute Batman #1. I see an opportunity for Netflix to adapt the Absolute DC line into live-action series and films.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is it's a merger that's happening. So, I mean, my guess is they'll probably do like they will always will do, is just leverage the things that are working out and then adapt those things. I don't. To be honest, I don't see the it shifting too much when it comes to adapting any of the DC comics. But I don't know what will, like when you hear stuff like they say that they want to license out the DC characters to other things. That does seem a little bit to other studios, that does seem a little bit problematic to me. It seems like it's sounding like that they don't want to take any responsibility for any of their films.
Do you think that's
or
possible?
whatever. I mean, that I was, to be honest, I was always thinking that they've been talking about offloading the whole DC universe in for a long time, different era, different times. So who's to say that they just don't just like they're doing with Warner Brothers games, they're just cutting it loose and throwing it somewhere else.
Yeah. That's what I think is going to happen. I think I don't know if you heard the story over the weekend. Archie Comics is now licensing their stuff to other comic publishers. Archie, I know people are like, "Oh, Archie, who cares?" Archie has been around doing this thing for decades. Huge, So for them to start licensing their stuff, I think that's the first sign that we're going to have, DC and Marvel eventually, their stuff is going to be licensed by other publishers. Because, go ahead.
No, keep going. Sorry.
No, it's just these. And here's the thing: a lot of people don't understand. They think, "Oh, these movies make so much money; it must trickle onto the comics." No, it doesn't. Right?
These doesn't
comics
at all.
Here's the thing: comics have never been profitable. Not really. Right? Their parent company, whoever owns them at the time, is what kind of props them up. On their own, these things would be dead. A big mainstream comics. Like comics as a medium would obviously still be around. But Marvel and DC have always been propped up by their parent company. And now that we don't have, artificial shit like Diamond propping them up, taking orders and everything, we're going to see the cracks. And even Netflix, look again, like Manny brought up, look what they did with Warner Brothers games. Like, we don't care about that. DC Comics makes less money than Warner Brothers games. Way less money. You're muted.
Yeah, if they're willing to offload Warner Brothers games, what do you think is going to happen to what I like to call the redheaded stepchild of entertainment?
Yeah,
comic books.
Yeah,
what Tony said, comic books haven't been really profitable for at least 40 or 30 years now.
Yeah,
going all the way back to when Todd McFarlane and all those guys, when the collector market started to worm their way into the fucking industry and pretty much gutted everything.
Yeah.
So, if you look at comic books now, there's not even advertisements in them. So all that shit's all being, all of those books are all being funded directly by DC and Marvel with their sales. So how everybody says, "Oh, I'm gonna wait until the graphic novel." That's not the good idea because you're supporting the next issue.
Got to buy the floppies.
And if you're not buying the floppies, you're not supporting your book, and then the book will get canceled. Speaking as someone who got their book canceled at issue 8.
Yeah. By the way, 8 seems to be the magic number. Like they'll release issues up to 8 and then they cancel them. That seems to be the magic number, which is interesting.
It's a magic number because it's a perfect amount for a graphic novel.
Yeah.
You just add two extra issues on the back of that. Yeah, and then you're good. You got yourself a nice trade after that.
Yeah. I don't think that the future of DC Comics is looking good under Netflix.
I don't think so. I mean, to be honest, I'll just think that they'll pick and choose what things that they want to make into shows. But I think in general, like they're saying, like maybe what might happen is that they license it to some other company to make a DC film. I mean, that's sort of the way they were doing things beforehand. Like,
yeah.
Richard Donner's Superman was not made by Warner Brothers.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was the Halkheim company?
Salkinds, yeah.
The Salkind company that made those films. So, yeah, it could be a situation like that. They just they sell the rights for a certain amount of time to do it somewhere else, and then they just distribute the film.
Yeah. Anybody else want to jump in on this? All right, let's move on to the next question here. This one's kind of funny. This is for everybody. What's the best life advice that a female friend or female family member has ever given you?
I don't know about advice. I mean, my mom always had really good things to say, like, fun little things like, when, she always had one called Money Calls Money. Essentially, when you're in a job or you're working at something else, and then all of a sudden a bunch of other jobs start to come in, That's what she would always say. Not exactly a truth, but it seems to always happen.
Logic Win says, "Wash behind your ears." Yeah, you know. Yeah,
I mean,
Wash your ass.
that's a
wash your ass.
yeah. Although, or the one. I mean, not really a life advice thing. You leave the house and your mom would say to you, "Hey, are you wearing clean underwear?"
Yeah. that goes with wash your ass. You know,
Wash your ass. So, I don't know. I mean, there's a bunch of things.
Yeah. I was
Don't think
gonna,
I can think of it specifically.
yeah, I was going to give the jerk answer. Like, women don't give good advice. But no, the one I found, again, for my mom, this is before I started, going to school. She just told me, you're probably going to get into a fight, and if someone hits you, make sure you hit them back harder. That was some good advice. It helped out.
That's what my dad would say.
Yeah, no, yeah, but that's what my mom told me, not my dad.
Yeah.
My dad was too drunk to tell me that. My mom was like, somebody hits you, you hit them back harder, make sure they bleed, and that's good life advice, not just for physical shit, but in general. You take a licking, you come back strong, because I remember she even told me, it's like, I'm not going to race a pussy. And I think she did a pretty good job of that, Anyway, anybody else want to jump in? Female advice that you've gotten, good one? Or are you guys gonna live up to my stereotype there that women don't give good advice?
Oh no! I mean, again, it's a bunch of life lessons stuff, like things that that in general sort of help you with things. At least the stuff that I sort of came up. I can't exactly think of anything specific. It's usually when a situation comes across and then I'll be like, oh yeah, Mom, you were right about that one. So, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. No, the first lesson that I was ever told that this is the first thing earliest thing I know from my mom. People will always take you by eye. That's the one.
Yeah.
That goes for race. That goes for how you look. And if you don't look the part, if you don't dress properly, people will treat you totally differently. And I proved this at E3.
Yeah, with the blazer, right?
With my blazer.
Yeah.
Right? So I walked in because I noticed that I walked in and I tested it even out there. I walked in, did my things with a t-shirt. And I noticed that people would just try to treat me like they didn't treat me seriously. Like I was just some whatever. All I did was just add a dumb blazer on top of it, and all of a sudden people started treating me differently. Just adding a fucking stupid suit jacket.
Over a t-shirt, mind you.
Over a t-shirt. My normal t-shirt and jeans. Just put a stupid ass blazer over it, and then all of a sudden the people are treating you differently. And that's that's the thing. It's like,
so blazer are boobs?
Was that?
The blazer is our equivalent of having boobs?
I don't know. I mean, it just means anything. It's just like if you look clean, if you're dressed a certain way, even putting on a collared shirt, these things sort of change the way people treat you, and it's nothing, and it's so stupid and superficial.
Yeah,
but it always tends to be true.
I remember specifically at E3, it was me, you, and the homie Cicero. We were hanging out. And we ran into one of those Xbox insider fans or whatever. He came with us. Kid was very excited to talk to us, right? And then he was like, "What are your favorite games?" And then he looks at me and he goes, "I don't know if you play games. Do you like video games?" Because man, he had the blazer on, even though he had a fucking some kind of nerdy T-shirt under it. It was hilarious.
T-shirt on.
The kid almost I could swear he was about to say "sir" and caught himself. It was hilarious. But to Manny's point, it's true because when I first started, I'm wearing my usual T-shirts, SCFU and Play stuff, and people kind of gave me that look like whatever, and then the following year, and ever since I kept going with this, I just put on literally a button-down, shirt, not even a long sleeve, just a regular shirt. People treat you different, man, Even again, think about it. I got jeans, so I got a fucking hat on. That shirt makes a difference. You know, because if you have a shirt like that on, you know, you didn't just throw it on in the morning. You had to meticulously make sure the buttons are right, your collar's good. That people, even if they don't consciously know that, they know that. It's like, okay, this guy's not a bum, you know. Yeah. So no, that's great advice for sure. You know. All right, anybody else? Female advice?
I think fashion, just general, like across relationships. I think I learned a lot about fashion, you know, matching and stuff, how to dress properly. Because I think, you know, I dressed pretty sloppily when I was a kid, and I think that improved over the time.
There you go. Jeffrey says, "Look the part, be the part." There you go.
That's it. Yeah. I know. I mean, I remember one of my former editors, Joseph Illidge. Right, he used to edit Batman and a bunch of books of DC Comics. Homeboy used to dress up to the nines, like whole full suit.
Yeah,
the dude owned the room. You would have thought that he was like even higher than he was at DC Comics, because he would always wear this suit.
Yo, is that the CEO? Excuse me.
There's the CEO. Whoa. That's Joe. Even after when he left, he would still do it. Whole deal. So yeah.
There you go.
People definitely treat you. People treat you by eye. They'll treat you totally differently. You can walk in looking like, you know, like we do now in our little hoodies and stuff like that. You walk into a place and you walk in with a suit, and you get treated totally different from what you did.
Yeah. Although I will throw a caveat in there. I've gotten a lot of compliments over this stupid sweater, the Mass Effect. This is a conversation starter, man.
It's a conversation starter. Definitely, because I also have the same shirt back there.
Yeah.
Same hoodie back there. Same thing. Because you walk in with an N7 shirt on or N7 jacket on or whatever, people are like, oh, Mass Effect. Oh.
Yeah. The cool thing is, like, even people who don't know would think it's cool. Like, one of the fun moments I had, and I wish this shit had been recorded. I was at a Kindle event 2 years ago when they were announcing the Kindle Color Soft. And the guy who is in charge of Kindles now, Panos Panay, he used to be at Microsoft, right? He's talking. He literally stops, turns around, looks at me. That is a nice sweater. I'm like, okay, that's fun. Listen, you got to, it's not dress to impress, but it's like, yeah. Actually, it is. I guess it is to impress in a certain way, but it works, man. It works. All right, next question. This one's fun. The $120,000 remote work versus $240,000 in office debate has been a hot topic lately. I'm curious to know what the throwdown panel would choose. I personally choose the $120,000 remote job since it would give me the flexibility to work anywhere I wanted in the world. From my perspective, the $240,000 in office salary would be a prison of sorts, as I'd be forced to live in the same city for most of my life, not counting vacation and retirement. I didn't know about this thing, but that is a very interesting thing. Basically, yeah, would you take $120,000 a year, and you can work wherever you want, or make double that, $240,000, but you got to be in the office?
It depends on where that office is located. If you're in New York, I mean, that's going to be tough. If you're in, California, that's going to be tough. It really depends. Like if you say if it's in Texas, that might be a much difficult question. But I think I might just lean for the remote, because you can. I mean, if you can live in Thailand or something that's pretty cheap, or Mexico that's pretty cheap, it's like you make a killing.
Yeah. For me, and this is a little bit of a cheat, I already work in an office, so I'm like, wait, I can work in the office and make $240,000 a year? I'm taking that.
Yeah.
I'm taking that shit.
Sounds like a sweet deal.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm already doing the fucking office shit, so give me that money. Fuck, I take $120,000 too. They're both good, and I do live in New York, so I had either of those, but I'm like, I'll take the $240,000 since I already work in the office. I don't need the remote work. I'm good.
I never had any issues with going into the job. I kind of enjoyed it on the end, because it got me away from sometimes you just need to be away. It's nice to be able to close the door on whatever your work is, and it just stays there. So I mean, I would again, I would go with Tony. Like I would take either, but I have no. If it meant that I needed to go into a job at some place, I don't mind. Dude, I was making a commute all the way. I was working at Konami up in New York, and I was doing what is it, a 3 hour commute up, or 2 hour commute up back and forth back to PA. I still did it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you bring that up. I like just going to the office, even though sometimes it's a pain in the ass, right? But it's good to get out of the crib because otherwise I'd just be here the entire time. Let's just be real here. I don't really have much of a social life,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The way that I was thinking about it is like you
If
can
you can
get out.
afford a social life,
Yeah, like you like if you're remote, like you can live anywhere in the world, and 120 goes a lot further, somewhere else besides the U.S. So, and you can live like you can live in Japan for a year, you can live in this place for a year. Like going to different places, like because for me, like I really like traveling, so it's one of those things where it makes it a lot easier to travel because if you like you can travel the whole year instead of being in one place the entire year with like a week of PTO or something like that. So
Yeah.
I think that's why I go with a remote.
Logic Win says, I'm with Carlos. I'm going to Thailand. Those Thai women are thick as heck. Yeah. What about you, Brian?
Just add, you have to make sure that they are women.
Those Thai lady boys gotta chill with that.
See, it is a tough one because there's pros and cons of everything, but I think it depends on the commute to work because I think that's been the most offensive thing I can think of in this situation. Because if the commute isn't too bad, like for example, my partner, she walks 20 minutes, 15 minutes to work. That's fine. That's nice and easy. You leave something out at home by accident, just grab it, Whereas if it's like an hour one way or an hour and a half one way, then no, I'm not dealing with that. So if the commute is less than half an hour and there's only one mode of transport involved in it, so whether you're driving, bus, train, whatever, and it's half an hour door to door, yeah, I go for the office job. Because at least then you should be able to save up enough money to the point where you can retire slightly earlier if you're good with finances. Otherwise, remote.
That's a good point.
Because I'm not spending like 2.5 hours per day just stuck in in anything for any job. It's not worth it.
That's what I was doing when I lived in Flushing. When I had to go to the office, now it actually is about 40 minutes, which is not bad at all.
Yeah, that was because I lived very close to where Tony lives. It's a long trip coming all the way from that area. Queens doesn't have a lot of trains that go deeper into it. So
yeah,
we
had to take a bus to the train station.
Yeah, you had to take a bus to the train, and yeah, he was a little further into Queens than I was.
Yeah, not crazy,
and obviously
further, but further, yeah.
Obviously, those scenarios are survival. Like you're surviving, you're working and stuff. So at that point, like you'll do anything to do your work. But like for this scenario, it's kind of supposed to be like which one you're choosing from the best of both worlds in a way.
Yeah.
I feel like the one that's more flexible is the remote one. Hey, you can still work from the. No, it doesn't say you can't work from the office. If you want,
but then you'd be taking a pay cut.
I know. I know one person who works in a studio that they make such a good pay. They don't actually live in the same. Like they have to fly in to come into the office.
Oh wow!
Oh what?
They're making money.
Yes. They're making serious money. So it's cheaper for them to fly in than it is to live in the state that they're in. Talk to me after, and I'll tell you.
I think you may have told me the story, but yeah, we'll hear about that after. Anyway, Chris, what about you, man?
Well, I'm like you right now. I go into the office a lot of time, even though supposed to be about like 40% remote. A lot of days there's just like all hands on deck or whatever. So I'm there. So I'll take the 240.
Yeah.
I'll take that. And here's the thing with the flexibility, like. I have a kid. I can't just like bounce to Thailand or bounce to like another
Yeah.
country or whatever. Like Carlos and everyone else is a different situation. Like I couldn't do that. So it's like, give me the money. I go to the office now anyway, so I'll
Yeah.
take the money.
Yeah, the way I'm seeing,
Chris.
oh, go ahead, Carlos. Go ahead.
Let me see if I can help convince Chris.
Uh-oh.
The job has to be in San Francisco, as opposed to you can do it remotely, and you don't have to go to Thailand. But I mean, you can move to Texas, or you can move to Florida, or somewhere where you like to in the U.S. Where you can raise your kid pretty well.
Wait, there's too many hypotheticals. I thought it was just like you're in
Hey, man.
where you are.
You gotta do the Doctor Strange and take everything to account.
He's trying to twist things so you go with him,
Yeah, I know. Well,
yeah.
If the choice was San Francisco, yeah, it's like you just go with Carlos and dodge ladyboys, right?
Yeah. Because the way I'm taking this question, I'm like, wait, basically keep your current lifestyle, but you get $240,000. I'm like, okay, because I'm like, where else would I want to? It's kind of funny. The next question is kind of related to this because I'm like, I don't want to live anywhere else. I'm in New York, motherfucker. But and it's easy for me to get to work. Like I guess the only caveat would be I'm assuming I would have to go to work 5 days a week instead of 3 for $240,000. I will happily do that. I will give me that motherfucking money. The money,
Yeah, gotta get the money.
Yeah, but I'll make sure to actually take my PTO. That's my problem, Yeah, I mean, I told you guys off here about that situation. All right, moving on here to Meke, and I'm really glad Brett is not here because I'm going to talk about democratic socialism for a little bit. Oh man, I'll keep it light though. We don't want to go too crazy. The caveat with these questions always no politics or religion. But this one is kind of teetering on there. Anyway, question to the New York residents, which is me. How is it like living in the city these days? And any concerns about the incoming mayor and his quote unquote promises? I see a lot of shit online, as we all know, but it's hard to know fact from fiction. So who better ask? Yeah, New York's fucking done, man. Like it's been done. Like COVID fucked New York up. Like before COVID, like when I used to go to the city, like, when I lived in Flushing, I would go to the stations called 71st Continental. Nice station, right? After COVID, bums everywhere, man. And like the bum situation has gotten way worse because even before that, fucking the previous mayor, he like
Criminal?
Yeah, the criminal, yeah. He basically had like a bunch of like hotels converted to like homeless shelters and shit, and housing illegals as well. So things have just gotten really fucking bad. Like it's the first time I've been living in this city since 1987. This is the first time I'm like, yo, I may die today. Like I have to think about that. That's something I never even had to consider.
It's
go ahead.
A lot of it is definitely displaced a lot of people that shouldn't be in certain neighborhoods.
A lot of people left, yeah. It's crazy. And then with this man Donnie, I'm gonna call him what he is. He's a fucking communist. He's thinking of all these wacky ideas: free buses, free childcare, decriminalizing everything, open up the fucking prisons and shit. I'm missing something. Oh, rent freeze. The only thing that gives me a little hope is like the governor has already said, I'm not funding this shit. So, and this fucking loser, he's already out there begging for money. He's gonna give people free shit, but he's begging for money. But like, and it's just funny to me how like these social democrats, whatever, that shit doesn't fucking work. You can't just give people free shit. Where's the money gonna come from? But thankfully, this guy's already getting kneecapped. Like the governor's like, I'm not funding any of this shit. This is ridiculous. And she's a Democrat, mind you. And she's saying, I'm not paying for any of this shit. Because where's the money gonna come? Free buses? That's stupid. But he said that because he knew people are stupid and they hear free stuff. I'm voting for that guy. But to be fair, it's not like our alternatives were any better. You had fucking Cuomo fucking like murderer. Like he killed
Yeah,
so many
murderer.
old people. You know, and then you had that idiot Sliwa. You know, so it's
That
like
fuck. Yeah.
yeah, and like bro, like you know, and I can say now, like I felt stained voting for Cuomo, not because I like him, but just because he's not a fucking communist. You know, so I don't know what the fuck you tax the rich. The rich are already leaving, bro, because they're getting taxed out the ass. I'm not even rich. I'm getting taxed out the fucking ass. You know, so like yeah, like living here, it's again. This has been the dream I've had ever since I was a little kid in the Dominican Republic. I'm finally living a dream, but it is very difficult to live in this city, and it may get a lot worse. So my hope is none of this shit goes through. He's going to be a do-nothing mayor, and then he's out in 4 years. Because that's the one thing I lease about New Yorkers. We don't have patience. You fuck up, you're gone. You know? Yeah. That's the only thing. But no, it's not looking good right now, man. Like, it's like, again, I'm like, every time I leave, I'm like, this is going to be the day, bruh. Is this going to be the day?
Yeah, the thing about it is like back in the old days, you used to know if you were stepping in a shit ass neighborhood.
Exactly.
You just knew by the vibe. You knew what you were seeing around you. Okay, I need to be cool about this. But there's a lot of places in New York, like places that look like they're nice places, but they're not now because of how things have been displaced around.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. That is a great point. Before you knew where and where not to go. Now it's like it could be anywhere.
Could be anywhere now. And you know, like, and then the free buses thing just made me
ridiculous.
Laugh. I'm like, where is this money? Yeah, where is this money going to come from? Fantasyland? And what's he going to do? Raise the taxes on everybody? Nobody's going to want that.
Yeah, he's an idiot, and the guy's like 34 years old. He's a moron, you know.
Here's the thing, like I get it, you tell, people say these things. A lot of these politicians say these things because they think, it sounds like a good story. Like, oh yeah, I would love this to happen. Like, but again, nobody ever talks about the underside of everything. Well, where is this all going to get funded from? Are you going to do all of this stuff?
He literally said it in an interview. Someone asked him flat out, where are you going to get the money to do this? And I am not kidding you. I had to watch this several times. I'm like, did he just say that? He says, let's not worry about that. The important thing is that we are discussing how to do that we are going to do this. I'm like, no, you have to tell us how you're going to do it, not the what. You know, it's these fucking pie in the sky people that don't live in the real world, because that shit's not going to affect him or the idiots that fucking like voted for him. Bunch of liberal white women that fucking, in East New, in the Upper East Side voting for this guy.
They don't take the bus.
Yeah, they don't take the bus,
They don't take
walking
the bus.
their little fucking dog and shit, Well, you know what? When some fucking illegal with a machete fucking chops your dog in half and eats it, then you're going to worry about that shit. Then you're going to be like, oh, maybe I fucked up,
Or and then you say stuff like, or you get your ass pushed in the train station. So some crazy person was just walking around and decided they didn't like you.
Yeah. Or not even that. It's like, hey, you know what? My hands are busy. Fuck. It's like, it could be anything. Logic says, he goes,
that was the one.
Go ahead. Okay. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, like, the one, like, again, like being like, in the years I've not lived in New York since, at least 8 years now, give or take. And like just coming back and just seeing the city just slowly weirdly shift. Like the one thing that and this has been happening for years now, like just seeing people standing like as far away from the edge of the platform on the train station as possible.
Yeah.
That never used to be really a thing. But then people started, during the pandemics, people just started pushing people into the freaking trains.
No, I'm just thinking about it now. That's actually how you see it. Like when I was in the city last week, when we're waiting for the 6 train, the 6 train takes forever dude, everybody was lined up against the wall.
Back to the wall.
You never saw that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that lets you know. Yeah. Logic Win says, I heard a story about a woman in Queens who was arrested for trying to get squatters out of her house. Yeah, that's the other thing I worry about. One day I'm going to come into my crib and there's just motherfuckers here. Like, okay, I got it. I just got evicted, by these crazy people. Like, bro, it's nuts, man. It is crazy. But yeah, so it's not looking good in the city. That's also I'm going to say about that.
Can I say two quick things as an outsider?
Yeah.
So number one, I will say this: I've known New Yorkers for over 20 years in my life. Their favorite pastime is not baseball; it's complaining about their mayor. So it's like every time I hear something, it's always going to be something bad about the mayor. They always hate him. Like every mayor, unless Giuliani right after 9/11 and after threw the first pitch in Yankee Stadium. And number two, I feel like all this stuff all the shitty stuff that's going on is happening with folks that are ideologically more closer to what you guys probably are, and shit's still going on, and that's really bad. So I don't know. Things aren't looking good either way.
Yeah, no, it's not good, bro. Not good at all. Again, I live this shit every day. It's not, and it's one of those things like when you're close to something, you don't see the change. I see it. I live here and I fucking see it. I'm like, whoa, what the hell is this shit?
I'll tell you this. The place that Tony currently lives is wilder than the fucking projects he used to live in.
Yeah.
Now, you back in the day, you like if you lived in the projects, like my grandma lived in the project, you said you hear people crazy screaming, all kinds of crazy stuff, but it still stayed relatively quiet, right? No, this is like crazy shit that's going on at all hours of the night and around his house, around his place.
And I live in a nice neighborhood. Like
yes.
Borderline rich people neighborhood, I'm here because I got the whatchamacallit, the housing lottery and shit. But I'm like, even this neighborhood is like crazy, like I try to come back before 9, bro. I'm like, I don't fuck around, because you never know. So yeah, yes, you are right that people complain about the mayor, and people will always complain about the mayor. But the shit that's been happening right now, it's not like a hypothetical. It's real. You take it from me and Manny, it's crazy. It's not nothing with ideology. It's more with what my eyes see every fucking day when I leave the apartment. It's crazy, man. Anyway, let's move on here. Mob Hits. He goes, "What's up, fellas? Another great year in the books. I just want to say thank you for all the awesome content you bring us all the time. Thank you for checking us out."
You're very welcome.
Yeah, and thank you for all the hits, the Mob hits,
The Mob hit.
So anyway, what is your favorite music genre along with your favorite band or solo artist at the moment? Again, man, back to what I said before, my shit doesn't change, bro. I'm a metal guy, Matter of fact, Spotify had their Spotify rap thing, and it's funny. It's like, oh wow, your music tastes are super diverse. Had 20 genres. They all ended with metal, because metal has like 50,000 subgenres.
Yeah.
So, but I will say this, and this is the part I kind of hinted at before, right? Lately, I've really gotten into, and this is not my naming for it. This is what it's officially called. I've gotten into Japanese girl metal. So you guys are like, what the fuck does that mean? Basically, it's kind of like Viking metal, where Viking metal is not a sound, it's just a theme, right? Like the theme is motherfuckers singing about Viking shit, right? Like Amon Moth and Sabaton, completely wild different styles, but they're both considered Viking metal. Sabaton, not so much, they're more power metal, but you get the point. So these bands don't have a signature sound to them. They're literally just Japanese women that are playing metal, right? But unlike baby metal, they actually play their own instruments, and they do their own stuff. So the one I'm really liking right now at the moment is a band called Love Bites. They are like a lot of the Japanese metal bands or girl bands, they're kind of like a mishmash of different metal genres and stuff. They're not. They're straight up European power metal, even though they're Japanese women, right? They're really dope, and I like how they're the only ones actually sing in English. Granted, it's a lot of English, heavy accents going on, but they're a lot of fun. I also like this other one called Nemophila. They have a lot of fun band members. They do a lot of covers. You can just tell they're having a blast. And then there's other one called Hagane. To me, they sound like Dragon Force meets like an anime intro. Their drummer, I think her name is Juma. you got to watch her. She's fucking incredible. Like she looks like a little girl. Like she, but Japanese people, they look younger and shit. But she is just this ball of fucking energy that every time I watch that video, it's like, yo, cut it back to the drummer. Cut it back to the drummer. I want to see the drummer. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah, no. Japanese, you mean Metal Gear? I don't know about that. But again, it's all still metal to me, man. I that's what I like. I like, to quote a Megadeth lyric, I like it fast, loud, and rude. That's how I like my music, Like the softest stuff I listen to is like, AC/DC or Guns N' Roses. That's soft to me. Like, I'm like, I just want to chill today, put on some fucking, Ozzy or something, that's not too crazy, But yeah, so again, that's what I listen. I'm a metal guy. Nothing changed there. When I saw my Spotify this year, I'm like, no surprises whatsoever here. All right, what about the rest of you guys?
Yeah, mostly metal. I mostly listen to heavy metal music. Iron Maiden, Dream Theater, White Zombie, stuff like that. Whoever's so there hasn't been a couple of new bands that have come out that have really impressed me enough to listen to them, but I'm like, I feel like the most exposure to new stuff, it tends to be at the shows we end up going to and seeing the opening bands.
Yeah.
So
we saw that one band, Seven Kingdoms. Yes, they are named after A Song of Ice and Fire. They were with the girl singer. They were great.
They were good, and we were like, why don't they have a bassist?
Yeah, that was weird.
That was a weird one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, they were good. They had, what was it? It was like Night something or other. What was it?
The band afterwards, right?
No, there was another band that was opening for like King Diamond, and they were called Demon Knight or Night Demon or something like that. And
Night Demon. Yeah, they were fun.
Yeah, they were cool.
Yeah,
but like stuff like that, like something that's like I don't. It's weird. It's weird how like the osmosis works these days, because it's like there's no like real metal radio stations anymore that sort of give you a bunch of stuff at you. And that's usually how Discovery used to work, or at least
I know there's like liquid metal or whatever on Sirius, but I don't have that.
Yeah.
So
I don't have satellite radio, and a lot of
the Boneyard, Ozzy's Boneyard and shit. I know that exists.
That's what I usually listen to in the car.
There you go. But yeah, just but I'm glad you asked this question, because yes, I am listening to new bands, and they're Japanese girl metal, which is fun. And a lot of these bands are they've been around for like less than 10 years, so it is technically new. They're newer than Iron Maiden.
Yes.
But yeah, Chris, you're a metal guy too.
Actually, one thing I discovered recently, I don't know, it was because of I was watching stuff about Ozzy, and then I found this band, and they're like this Italian power metal band, and they're into dwarven metal.
Love it.
So it's like you with the Japanese. I'm watching this shit, and they're all dressed up like head to toe. Look, and not even Lord of the Rings. I'd call it like Warcraft metal. They're dressed up. I don't even know how they played in this shit, and it was fucking fun, man. I like their music.
Yeah, no, that's good. I did forget to bring that. A lot of these bands, they kind of dress up too, like Love Bites. They're all dressed like kind of like in wedding dresses. That's the best I can describe it. But they specifically, we want to wear these white dresses because it's different than what typical metal bands wear. That other band I mentioned, Nemophilia, they literally just look like they're like members of Pantera, like they're just dressed like, like it's kind of interesting. Like it's like metal fashion just stopped after like the 90s, basically, or the early 2000s. And then there's another one called Bandmaid. They're all dressed like French maids. It's hilarious. Warrell Dane, man, rest in peace. He died a while ago. Nevermore, good stuff. I think we've seen them live with him before, Warrell Dane.
Yes, we did.
And then, why am I forgetting? Sanctuary. We did see Sanctuary, but he had already passed away. They had a new singer. That we saw them opening for Overkill and Symphony X at Terminal 5. I don't like that place, but that was a good show.
Yeah, Terminal 5 is
Terminal 5.
Terminal 5 is an awful venue. It's the worst in the city. I wish the Roseland was still around.
Yeah, because all the way on the west side. It's like uptown west. Like nobody wants to go there. You're
There is
muted. Yep.
absolutely
You're
there's
good
no
now. Yeah.
absolute there's absolutely no train that if you're in New York,
None.
there's absolutely no train that goes directly there. No matter what direction you come to, there's only something that's like still at least like 5 long blocks away.
It's insane. I do remember that one night when we were coming back from Terminal 5, we're waiting across the street and a fucking rat walks along with us. And then there's one woman gets scared and we're like, hey, he's just walking like us too,
Yeah.
He's just walking. Roseland, Jeff, you already know, Manny and I visited the Roseland so many times.
Went to
Oh, yeah.
Roseland
Chris
so
there
many
too,
times.
That was church, man.
That was church.
All right.
But I miss BB King's, man.
BB King's was good too, man. A lot of
King's
power
was
metal
good.
bands we got to see in there. Now it's like
funny enough.
yeah.
What is it now?
Now it's like Gramercy, the PlayStation Theater. I know it's called something else now. Palladium. I think that's what it's called. It's called
the
Palladium.
Palladium,
Irving Plaza. That's where we saw, Blind Guardian a couple weeks ago, which great show.
And then
by the
there's
way,
that there's a little one that's on 23rd Street.
That's Gramercy.
is.
Yeah.
The Gramercy, yeah.
Manny and I are going to go to a few shows next year, man. It's going to be fun. We're seeing,
It's a weird one though. Like we usually, I felt like we either we weren't paying attention, but there was just not enough things that just showed up this
I think
year.
we weren't paying attention. By the way, because I kept mentioning Love Bites, they actually were playing in the city, but I had no idea because I had just gotten into them. But no, next year we're going to go see Death Clock and Armada Moth. Manny, you're going to have such a fun time with Armada Moth. I saw Armada Moth like 2 years ago. That was the most fun, one of the most fun shows, if not the most fun show I've ever had. Everybody was so energetic. It was at Hammerstein, And by the way, Chris, you'll like this. You may have seen this instead of like the wall and some people separate and come together. What these guys do, since they're Vikings, everybody gets down on the floor and starts rowing boats. Yeah. it's great. King's Theater. That's right. We've seen King Diamond there a few times.
King's Theater.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it's one of those old RKO movie houses, so they're really nice looking.
Yeah. We're seeing Halloween at Palladium, which is right on, Times Square, basically. And then we're seeing Iron Maiden near the end of the year. That's at it's in Jersey. I know that. The theater has a different name. It's not a theater, it's a fucking soccer stadium. Red Bull Theater. It's not called that now though. It's that, but it has a new name now. Because of course it does. Sports Illustrated, I think it's called now. But yeah, man, like you go to those metal shows, it's some good stuff. Anyway, Carlos, what about you, man? Genres.
For me, these days it's mostly hip hop. It used to be rock back in the day, and it just died down.
Uh-oh.
I was never a big metal head, or ever, but I casually dabbled into metal and stuff, back in the days, but I never really got into it like you guys, obviously. So mostly it's hip hop these days. Like mentioned previously, Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator. Jid is also great. Those are probably 3 of the primary artists that I listen to the most.
Yeah. What about you, Brian? Who you listen to?
I'm with Carlos here, mostly just Kendrick. Again, I do like me some Lupe Fiasco, purely because I think his voice is just really smooth, and I like what he talks about. I am in pop. Well, I do like me some rock, but more classic rock than modern rock. Again, with Tony there on that one, but not as much these days with just any modern rock stuff.
Now, Brian, before you go on, by modern rock, do you mean modern rock that you think is modern rock, or modern rock that actually is modern rock? Because there's a difference.
Anything after mid-90s, mid-80s is modern rock, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, because
1990s and beyond, yeah.
Yeah, because in my mind, when I hear classic rock, I'm thinking 70s, right? But when I listen to classic rock, they're playing Bon Jovi. I'm like, wait a minute, what's happening here? And it's because I'm
that's
old.
modern rock.
It's because I'm old.
Yeah.
No, but that's considered classic now.
Yeah,
No, I think that's too.
it's all changed around now. Like it's classic rock would be some like stuff from the 70s and the 60s, but now it's all moved up to like the 80s now.
Yeah, I feel like that episode of The Simpsons where
80s,
Homer goes to like to look at the new rock section and they take him to the oldies section. He's like, wait, what? Again, I was listening to some random Carlos classic rock station. I'm expecting Zeppelin, the Beatles, Deep Purple. Motherfuckers are playing Poison and Bon Jovi and shit. I'm like, wait a minute. It's like, oh, Tony, it's because you're old, bro. That's why.
Yeah. I mean, and if maybe you disagree, but like if you think about it, if you listen to Living on a Prayer,
Yeah.
that sounds like a classic rock now. Like even if mentally like it feels like it came out like a few years ago because it was it came out during some lifetimes in the room, but now like to me it just feels like a classic rock song these days.
Well, it is now. It's a classic rock song / the national anthem of New Jersey. It's crazy.
Is that Sweet Caroline?
Yeah, no, it's fucking Bon Jovi now. All right, next up, another one from Mr. Mob Hits. What were your top 3 TV shows of the year? I'm going to go first because I only have one out. This is the only TV show I watch because all TV shows are pretty much trash now. Invincible. We have a podcast. Have a lot of fun doing that. So that's my only TV show. I literally don't watch anything else, just Invincible. So this one I will go down the line. Manny, what is your top 3 TV shows?
Top 3 TV shows, man. I canceled like every single streaming service recently. I don't have Netflix. I don't have Amazon. I have all of it's all gone. I just can't. I don't know. I just I only watched the last TV show that I watched was that Alien Earth garbage. Oh, awful series. Utterly hated it. So I can't. I can't. Alien Earth. It was just an awful series. I know some people that were like, "Oh, this is the most amazing thing ever made." And I'm like, "Okay, bro," but I can't name anything recently in this year that I've seen that I was so impressed with. I've even lost interest in the Stranger Things one. The last season of Stranger Things one was like, it was okay. They sort of gotten steadily worse as the seasons have gone on. So I just said that, you know what? I don't need to see any of it. So, sorry.
Yeah. Carlos, I feel you're a TV guy.
Top 3, right?
Yeah, currently.
I would say Pluribus. I'll put on the third one. That one's still coming out. It's not even done yet.
Yeah.
But it's great. I'm trying to think. I'll give you my number 1 because that one I know for sure it's Andor.
Oh,
Andor's
interesting.
Great. That show that's probably my favorite Star Wars medium since Empire.
Wow, that's a very controversial statement.
That is, and so, but yeah, that's my number 1. I'm trying to think what else came out this year. Stranger Things is good, but
it could be an ongoing. It could be an ongoing show,
Yeah, because it's only 3 episodes, so it's kind of, I don't know, feels like cheating. There's got to be something else that came out this year that I liked. I'm trying to think. Real quick.
Did you watch Severance, Carlos?
Oh yeah, I watched Severance. Season 2 wasn't as great as season 1 or season 3. I forgot which one. Right. A little disappointed in that one, but it's still decent. Shout out to the Daryl Dixon show. How about that? that was the best season of The Walking Dead since The Walking Dead.
Wow. So
shout out to that.
Yeah. Brian, what about you? What are your top 3 shows that you're watching right now?
Here's the thing. I got nothing.
Hey, you're worse than me then.
Invincible. Seen that because, again, it is Invincible. It's probably the only good show these days. I technically Dan. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Anime, I
again,
guess. Yeah.
what counts as a TV show? Like, is it
It's a
something
TV
that's
show. Why not?
what counts as a TV show? Like, is it just
Although,
episodic
yeah.
content? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I think we have an anime question, but whatever. That it's a TV show. It's on TV. That works.
Yeah. Apart from that, I honestly have nothing. Again, I do want to get into Severance and the one that Carlos has mentioned. I just like to wait until it's all done and then just watch it all in one go. I've gone to the point where unless it's consistently weekly episodes, I'm not going to watch it weekly. I'll just wait till the whole thing is done because I don't see the point in saying, okay, 1 week, 1 week, 1 week, and then break for 2 years. Like, no, I'll just do the whole thing in one go. You know, like my life is too short to like remember everything on a weekly basis. Whereas if the show is actually like every single week until the end of time, I will do that because that makes sense. So yeah, that's just what I do. This is usually the point where Adam just joins in because he was summoned from the ether because this is his question.
Yeah.
Going through.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, modern TV. I am with Tony here. I just don't watch it. Again, I know Carlos and Adam have been saying that Andor's really good, but again, after
I'm done with Star Wars.
Star Wars films, I'm just like, I honestly don't care. Like it can be the greatest thing in the world. I just do not care. I've become like the worst thing possible. I am indifferent.
Wait, Brian, you notice I've never recommended it to Tony.
Yeah, no,
I said it's
Carlos
good.
knows. He knows.
And-
yeah.
Yeah,
I've
but
said his praises.
You guys
but-
have said it's
yeah.
good, but I
It's
just
like, hey,
don't
man, remember
care.
that girl you broke up with? Got a horrible breakup. She's good now, bro. You should give her a shot, you know? Like, Carlos knows better. Yeah, no. After fucking Obi-Wan, fucking Boba Fett, and the 3rd season of Mandalorian, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm fucking done with Star Wars shows, man. Because Mandalorian was good for the first 2 seasons, man. Then they fucked it up. Anyway, Chris, what about you? What are you watching?
I'm with you, man. The only thing I watched this year, I haven't paid attention to TV, but I watched those first 3 or 4 episodes of Stranger Things. It was good. I haven't watched anything else. I'm not into anything current. I know Alien Earth came out. I was like,
Trash.
that's going to be trash. I'm going to avoid it. And I think maybe the only thing maybe I'll check out is Severance, but that's in the future. I don't watch anything.
Yeah. What's going on, Cool? All right. Next up. Ooh, this one's interesting. Is there a fear that you've never told anyone, and what is it? Like, is anybody feeling bold right now?
I'm too scared to say it.
Oh, shit, excuse me?
I'm just it's a
Nice.
joke on words.
Yeah, Jeffrey, I agree. I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube. That shit is way more entertaining.
Yeah,
That's a fact right there, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, again, the thing I fear, I talked about it before. It's like waking up randomly in the middle of the night. I'm in a fucking helicopter tied up and shit. Motherfuckers drop me in the middle of the ocean. Then the headband comes off and I see a whale staring at me and I die of a heart attack. That's like the only fear I have, and that's like unrealistic. And I guess a second one would be like a, what do they call it? A gamma ray burst hitting the planet. That's pretty fucking scary. But that's probably not going to happen either in my lifetime. But no, man, like, fuck do I got to fear? Like I'm cautious about shit like motherfuckers burning me alive in a train, but I wouldn't say I'm scared of that. I'm more cautious. Like, just look around. I was, Jeffrey, I told you this too. If somebody stabs me in the neck, it won't be because they caught me off guard. It's because they just overpowered me, but I'm not scared of that. It's like, hey, it happens, but can't be scared of shit, bro.
I love how Tony just described a Kojima trailer.
The whale part.
Yeah. Throw you in the ocean with a bunch of whales.
That's it.
And,
Ooh. Ironically enough, though, I'm watching Avatar fucking whales everywhere. I'm chilling. It's fine. But they're fake.
yeah, They're only fake whales, and they're
Yeah.
not. They're like space whales.
They're-
They're not like.
No, they're underwater, like, because it's really the water part. Like, if there was a real whale flying above me right now, I'm like, hey, that's pretty awesome, But it's the water part.
It's the mysteries of the deep.
Yeah, but James Cameron knows how to light the shit right, so I don't get scared. Go ahead, Carlos.
QL posted in the chat. He's like, I'm afraid of getting my cheeks clapped.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna. Yo, that's like a Boondocks episode.
What am I afraid? I mean, I might be a little claustrophobic, like getting stuck on a on a box for a long time. Maybe I don't really think about it, but I'm pretty sure I would be.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else fears? Fear.
For me, it already happened. 2020.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think yeah.
That already happened, and that's the not being able to do anything, being powerless.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I hear that. All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, with me, it's claustrophobic. Like, how like in those war films they do that training section, and it's usually they go underwater and then they have like, hold on, I need to convert to American for you guys. What's that? 3 inches of air, like in there, and then they have like swim underneath that. And yeah, that gets me. I can't do that, and just open water. So I think it was any film that's set in like the middle of nowhere and you see nothing but water everywhere.
Shit.
Yeah, that gets me. Like, just that idea. And this one is my favorite because I know nothing can ever happen. Deep space. That shit is terrifying. Like,
Oh, yeah.
There's just nothing. It's just emptiness. It's like I never truly understood just how empty space was until I did, and it's like, wow, there's just nothing. Like, there's nothing, no anything. Like, it's awful, but amazing at the same time because it's intense. But yeah, it's just nothing, and that's about it.
But it's not that. It's just. I mean, because there actually is like random little things, but it's not only is it the nothingness, Brian, it's the space. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but the distance is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's just like the absence of meaningful stuff there. Let's say that.
Yeah, I was watching this video about hypothetical like space battles and stuff, and they were like, if you have 2 space fleets come together, it would be the equivalent of like one space fleet being on the Pacific and the other one being in the Atlantic. Like, that's how far apart the shit is,
Yeah. It's like I saw this video not too long ago where it's like talking about the asteroid belt and all the different pieces of rock floating in our solar system. It's like a ton, and they're massive and large, the size of cities.
Yeah.
But still, that doesn't even like, it's like, oh, we've released several probes that went beyond them and hasn't hit anything because it just space.
Yeah, like I saw this thing. It was like basically if you go through the asteroid field, there's like a 1 in a billion chance you'll actually hit something. That's crazy. That is insane. Because the thing is, like, we're used to movies where like asteroid fields are like these big clumps and like everything's packed together. That actually is not realistic, because if they were so clumped together, they'd be smashing into each other at a time, turning smaller and smaller and smaller, just be grains of sand, and then all that would like clump together into something big. Like, I think like Ceres, they call it a dwarf planet. That's like a third of the mass of the asteroid belt is just Ceres alone. There's like nothing there. It's crazy, man. But yeah.
The infinite of space.
Yeah. And again, that's right in our fucking neighborhood, basically. The asteroid belt's between Mars and Jupiter. That's like right there. But yeah, no, when you really figure out the distance in space, this is why I don't think we've ever been visited by aliens. I think there probably are aliens out there, but it's just like, yo, this shit is not feasible, man. I'm staying my ass here.
That commute time is way too much. They're working remote.
They're working remote. They're taking out 120,000.
By the way, By the way, the whole thing with the body of water. Here's two interesting things. The ocean during the day, I don't fear it, but I respect it. The ocean and the beach at night, that shit is scary. That shit is like, whoo.
No, get that out of here, man.
Blackness, yeah.
Yeah, it's just black. Yep. You'll see nothing. But Carl, but you hear it though.
Oh yeah, you hear it. Yeah.
You hear it. That's scary. Because you know that bitch is out there, but you can't see it.
I don't know how the fish sleep at night.
I don't know, man.
On the plus side,
they sleep with their eyes open.
That's it.
On the plus side, Carlos, like the sea at night, it'd be amazing to watch the stars.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
So you'll die happy in a weird way.
Oh man.
ABC seen everything. All
right, man. Let's move on here. Geno Breaker, who's now calling himself Tall Geezy. He has 4 questions. Excuse me. It's the year-end special. We'll allow it. No sponsorships needed. If you had to recommend only one book to anyone, regardless of who it is, what would it be? I was thinking about bringing a prop. I'm not going to do it now. Actually, you know what? I will bring the prop. You guys start first. I'll be right back.
Oh man, a book.
One book.
I would. I'll go. I'll go first. I think I would recommend Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Just because I feel like that's a precursor of what's going to happen in the next 10, 20 years. So, yeah, that's my choice.
All right. My choice is the Bible. I'm kidding. Lord of the Rings. That's what I recommend. This is great. And I got the special, your boy got to show it off, You got motherfucking illustrations in it. Let me see if I can find a page one. And these are all the illustrations here were actually drawn by Tolkien, which is kind of fun. See if I can find a good one. But yeah, no, it's just this is a great book, beautiful prose, and it's just like a classic of Western literature. More recent Western literature, though, obviously not the Odyssey or something, But yeah, read Lord of the Rings. It's great, Go ahead.
Actually, that's a really good recommendation.
Yeah, man.
I can't top that. That's great. Yeah, it's a great read. You can recommend it to anyone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm you can't not like Lord of the Rings. It's just good, Yeah.
And even though you might like high fantasy stuff like Conan, could I recommend that to everyone?
Of course.
No.
Well, not to everyone. Yeah,
but it's good. I enjoy it. Not to everyone. Yeah.
That's the thing. It's got to be universal. But if nobody, because I know a lot of us don't read too much. I don't even read as much as I want to, unfortunately.
Yeah, I would say I mean, I read a lot of classics back in the day, like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and Great Expectations.
Yeah.
But I'm not exactly
Great Expectations. They made all of us read that shit back in the day, man.
I enjoyed those books, because because it's weird because if you think about those, especially stuff by Dickens, right? All of his stuff is all modern, or Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain.
Yeah.
All of that stuff was all modern books. So they were writing modern books, but now it seems like a weird alternate world because it's it seems like it's a period piece, but it's not a period piece.
It's not a period piece.
He's Mark Twain was writing about what was going on at that point in time. So that's why I sort of liked reading those older books because it was just in a world that is so pretty much foreign from our own. And they're not just a modern guy saying, "Hey, I'm going to write me a Sherlock Holmes book." No, Sherlock Holmes even was a modern book at the time.
That was, yeah. All right, move on here. This one's fun. In the jungle, who is winning a fight? Dutch from Predator or Rambo? This is a tough one because you'd be like, "Oh, Dutch, he fought an alien," but I'm like, "Yeah, but it's Rambo."
Vietnam was a jungle.
Yeah, it was.
Rambo survived if we're talking all like if it's Rambo from like like the all the way going up to the third movie, he like killed a whole army.
Yeah,
in
he's fighting the
Rambo.
Soviets all on his own.
Yeah, you go into 3, he fought the Soviets on us. He fought a bunch of the people. Like he literally kicked a portion of the Vietnam army, in Rambo 2. So it's like I don't know. But then again, you have a guy like the Predator who literally took out took out a whole army.
Yeah.
With all of its crazy lasers and weaponry.
Yeah, well, he's talking about but Dutch beat that guy,
And Dutch beat that, but he figured out what the technicality was, though. So I don't know.
A part of me kind of wants to give this to Rambo, but it's just because there's just more Rambo movies,
Yeah, we also don't know if Dutch survived after the alien.
Like I think Rambo could kill a predator.
He did.
He survived. Yeah, I think Rambo could definitely kill a predator.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Rambo is the choice.
Man, if regular ass Danny Glover could beat the Predator,
get too old for this shit.
He's some fat cop that just beat the Predator. I'm like, all right.
Well, and then the one that came out like a few years ago, it was a little girl. So
it's true. Maybe predators are not that tough to take out.
Little girl beat the Predator.
Little girl beat the Predator. 97-pound girl.
So judging by how each of the Predators keep getting owned by people that are not that just beat it whatever. I'm gonna go with Rambo.
I'm gonna go with Rambo. Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Rambo.
Yeah.
Plus this movie, the movie's named after him. That's how badass.
What's it called? Dutch. It was called. This is Rambo. All right, that was fun. All right, next up, if you guys had to recommend only one anime series and one anime movie to someone, what would it be?
One anime movie
and one TV series. Ninja Scroll. Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, Ninja Scroll's good.
Ninja Scroll. Fantastic.
Ninja Scroll. Yeah.
Series.
Or series.
Series.
I gotta think on that.
I got my answers. So, one movie I would recommend is. Go ahead. Go ahead, Chris. I think you were delayed. Go ahead.
The series is just Lotus War.
Oh, there you go.
The original one, the original 13.
Record of Lotus War.
There you go. The good stuff.
Yeah.
For me, the movie I would recommend is Ghost in the Shell. It's still incredible all these years later. I wanted to recommend Akira just because of the animation, but it's a little too weird for a lot of people. I kind of want to give people something that's like, it's going to hook you. I think Ghost in the Shell does a better job of that. I could probably pick something easier, but I think if you're smart enough, you hang with it, you get what's happening in that movie. And then the series I would recommend, and I apologize if I'm taking this from somebody already, because I'm pretty sure somebody's going to say it, Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah,
fucking amazing.
Yeah, I was going to say that one, but I would say whatever. Who says we can't do doubles?
There you go. Yeah.
I say I would go with Cowboy Bebop for the series and Princess Mononoke.
That's a good one too.
For the movie.
Yeah, because I think the unsaid thing here is like, what would you recommend to someone who's maybe not an anime guy? Princess Mononoke count. That's a great one for most people.
Two things Riku think are overrated.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. See, here's the thing, Matt. I love Gundam. I wouldn't recommend that to regular people. I would recommend Gundam to anime fans.
I would say, here's the thing. I would give the first Gundam series to a starter.
Yeah,
but
the first one. Yeah.
The problem with it is that the way the show looks is probably a little bit dated.
That's the problem. Yeah. Yeah. But I think Cowboy Bebop is still better because it's just like 20 something episodes. It's not like 50 like Gundam. That's a little too much. Anyway, Carlos, what about you? Movie and TV series, or serious, I should say.
TV series. Because when I'm thinking about it, like it has to be accessible to the masses. So like you don't know exactly what they're into, so you gotta kind of, get something that might get everything. So, you know what I would say? This might be controversial.
Uh-oh.
I'll go with Death Note.
Death Note is a good one. That's a good one. I don't think that's controversial at all, actually.
The series or the
think
film?
The series.
The series.
Yeah,
the
that's a good
series.
distinction. Yep.
Yeah. No, I think that has like mainstream appeal. Absolutely.
Yeah. Even with that ending, I feel like it's still, people will still be captivated overall.
Yeah.
As far as the movie, that's the hardest one because it could be anything. Princess Mononoke was already taken. I'll go with I'm thinking about it. Like my answer was going to be Spirited Away.
That's a good one.
But with that, like, I wonder how people these days would take that movie because it's not straightforward. Like if you think about it, it's not straightforward. The way she's just abducted, out of nowhere.
I don't know.
So
to me, that movie's fun. That's a fun.
Yeah, that movie's.
Yeah,
that movie's great. I'll stick with Spirited Away.
Yeah, Spirited Away. That's a good choice. All right, Brian. What about you? Series and movie.
Series, I was going to say One Punch Man, but after seeing clips of season 3, I honestly cannot say anything about that. It's somehow worse than season 2, which is already a feat in itself. So, yeah. I guess I can go with Gurren Lagann purely because it's just such a feel-good show. It just makes you feel really positive and pumped up, which is, again, great. I don't think Riku mentioned...
Shout out to Gynax, bro. Fuck. You just made me think about that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, they were already done by the time that by now.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time.
Doesn't make it any better knowing that.
Yeah.
Movie is a tough one because again, like all the good ones have been taken, and again, I'm not going to go for the obvious of Akira because that's too obvious. I think My Neighbor Totoro.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Unlike what Riku says, man, Studio Ghibli does some good movies, man.
I feel like Totoro, especially for kids, that's the perfect movie to watch. Mm-hmm. That should get your imagination flowing.
Yeah. I think Totoro was probably the first Ghibli movie I ever saw, too.
I think so for me, too, yeah.
Yeah. All right, good stuff there. All right, and the last question here from Mr. Talgeezy. What was your favorite movie that you watched this year for the first time? I like that caveat there because that means it doesn't have to be a new movie.
I'm trying to think. What did I watch this year?
Yeah. I mean, my answer is simple. I only watched one new movie this year. And I literally just saw it fucking 3 hours ago before the show. Avatar 3 is great, man. I actually do honestly think it's better than the second one because the second one like meandered way too much. You know, it's just like, hey, we're gonna watch swimming with whales for 20 minutes. You know, even though this movie was overly long, it had a good pace throughout the whole thing. You know, like I was surprised. I'm like, oh, this is going. It didn't have any moments where like, okay, what are we doing right now? Because even the last one, I'm like, James, I love you, man, but this is too much right now. Like, what the fuck are we doing? You know? Oh shit! Nobody brought up Perfect Blue. Man, I'm ashamed of us, man. We should have. That's a great movie to recommend. You know, but to like for regular people, yeah, that's a good one. Avatar 3 was so that's kind of my default. But I do want to give a special shout out, and this movie did not come out this year, but I did see it for the first time this year. Because you could literally count all the movies I saw this year on one hand, and I'll still have fingers left. Or I don't really watch movies anymore. The other one was 1917. That was a really good movie. You know, I like that. A good film. It was just like, I mean, obviously they do, you know, there was some fun editing, but it's like one shot. That's the whole like gist of it. Really good stuff, you know.
The thing I liked about that film is the is the switcheroo
Yeah, you can see
that
it.
they do.
Yeah.
Well, no, like early in the film, you think something.
Yeah. By the way, if Adam was here, he'd just say it, you know?
Yeah.
That was good. That was really good. I was not expecting that, but yeah. But yeah, no, Avatar 3 is great, man. It's fucking good, you know? All right. Who else wants to go? What was your favorite movie that you saw this year for the first time?
I liked Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
There you
It
go.
was pretty good. It was good to see it in the theaters. Wake Up Dead Man, the third of the Knives Out series. Very good film. I know people like fuck Ryan Johnson. His thing.
I am.
Ryan Johnson doing his own shit. It's good. Him doing other people's shit. No. I think he did. I think it did a very good job. All the characters in this film are really great characters. Again, like in his I sort of love those sort of like, you know, Peugeot, Columbo / detective type things. He's also very much like a Sherlock Holmes type of idea. It's that same sort of thing. You know, this one guy is such a genius, he could figure out all the different little things about something. And the way they do the setups. I think it was a very, cool film. Third film.
Actually, it was only one. It was just one. Like, what is your favorite?
Oh, so for those are the two. Guillermo del Toro and
which one did you like more out of both of those?
As much as one thing that happens with Guillermo del Toro is his landings don't stick so well. Granted, we already know the ending of Frankenstein, right?
Yeah.
But I would say that did a decent enough landing. But I do wish he stuck with the book a little bit more than sort of, taking it in his own direction, because there hasn't really been a legitimate beat for beat Frankenstein story.
Yeah.
So based on that, I'm going to go with Wake Up Dead Man as being my favorite movie of this year.
All right, good stuff. Brian, what was your favorite movie of this year or movie that you saw this year for the first time?
It has to be Weapons. Oh, damn. I missed the count of Tron Ares.
I did watch that this year too.
Yes. Again, I'm a big horror movies fan, and it was one of those films that I liked the premise, the fact that they didn't really say much about what the film was, and so I went in mostly blind and managed to avoid all the spoilers, and I really enjoyed it. It, again, wasn't too complicated. It was a fairly simple film, but I loved how it was shot in different perspectives. I always thought that was a really cool idea in terms of filmmaking. It's like, hey, you have all these characters in a film, rather than stick to one character's perspective, have multiple characters' perspectives at the same time of the same event. So you see things from different people's eyes and just make things a lot more interesting. And yeah, they did that, and the film's actually pretty decent. And yeah, I liked it a lot. There's probably some other random small films that I've seen, but I don't remember the names of now.
All right. Carlos.
So for me, there's a lot of good picks. I think I'll go with One Battle After the Next. Or One Battle After Another. The Paul Thomas Anderson, Leo DiCaprio film. Yeah, I think I'll go with that one. I'm trying to think because I wanted to answer with an old movie that I saw for the first time, but I can't really think if I saw an old movie for the first time this year. That would have been more interesting. Yeah, so, as far as at least 2025 films, that's got to be the best one.
All right. And then, Chris, what about you? What's your favorite movie of this year that you saw for the first time?
This year? The only movie I got to the theater to see was Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. It's definitely a movie for the fans. It's not. I don't know if you don't know anything about the games. It probably is going to be weird. A bunch of fucking animatronics walking around, killing people. But I enjoyed it. Like I thought they did some really cool stuff in there. So I liked it.
All right. Oh, I like Jeffrey's answer. He saw for the first time the original Ocean's 11. He saw us after seeing.
wow.
Yeah. So he
You
goes.
never seen it, huh?
Yeah, the original. He goes after seeing the remake. The original's ending threw me for a loop.
Oh no, it's it's one of those like.
That's pretty fun. All right, moving on here. Ooh, got one of our longest fans. Fan that's been listening to us for a very long time. Very loyal, good guy, even though he's European. Eurocar9. So first question is, what is one thing about 2026, personal or otherwise, that you're looking forward to?
Finding some consistent work.
Gary, oh shit, keeping it real.
That's the honesty there, man. That's I don't talk about this much, but it's been pretty tough this year.
Yeah.
Some things happen and certain things aren't working right. So I'm hoping that at least something kind of gets a little bit better for next year.
Yeah. By the way, mind you guys, we have a specific question about what is your most anticipated movie, so don't answer it for this question. Save that for the movie one. I don't know, man. I don't know how to answer this without being negative. So I guess I'm going to say I look forward to actually taking vacation time off this year. Because I did a bad. Even my manager yelled at me about that shit. Because I thought I had taken 12 days off the year, which is already bad. I only took 6 days off. Not good. So I definitely need to do that. But yeah, I'll be honest, man. It's not a lot I'm looking forward to in 2026. Like in general, I think things are just going to get worse. But I'll bring some positivity when we get to the movie section. Anyway, what about? I'm just going to go down the line here for this one. Brian, what's one thing you're looking forward to in 2026?
This is one that I spoke to you guys about. I'm looking forward to getting a new damn laptop.
There you go.
After rocking, I think I still have the 2018 or 2019 MacBook Pro.
Oh, with the Intel, you need to upgrade, bro.
Actually, was about to say just wait until Tony's reaction, but yeah, he did it. Yeah, it is getting spicy. Like it opens up and it's like, it's PS4 mode, lovely. So yeah, I am looking forward to getting you one of those. Again, I keep hearing noise about the M5 Pro chips coming in, like spring, but then also people saying, oh yeah, the M6s will come in the fall.
Yep.
But it's like, would Apple really drop 2 Pro Series chips in the same year? Like,
they won't. They're gonna drop the regular M5 chip at the end of the year. That's what would happen, not the Pro.
An Apple, man. So it might have to wait until the year after because fucking Apple. I hate them, but yet I give them my money.
Oh man. All right, Carlos. What about you?
It's still not a guarantee, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to travel to a country that I have never been to.
Excuse me?
In 2026.
Motherfuckers going to Antarctica and shit.
Well, I don't know where.
At this point, what country?
Well, it's there's a lot of countries to choose. Like I kind of want to go to Indonesia.
Carlos wants to go to Thailand with them lady boys.
Thailand's in the top 10, but not quite top 5. Vietnam would be cool. Argentina, those types of places. Italy is another one. I kind of want to visit somewhere that I've never been before. So hopefully, I make it happen 2026.
There you go. And Chris, what about you?
Man, I don't even know. It's like, what am I looking forward to? I don't know. Just getting through 2026.
There you go. That counts, man. I mean, yeah. All right. Moving on here. What is one thing about 2026 you're not looking forward to? Fuck, the opposite.
All that AI garbage.
Shit. Ramageddon,
Yeah, all the electric prices and fucking water shit, and all the jobs getting taken over by fucking AI, and people just essentially totally investing into this shit.
They
Like,
digger
I don't know.
dibs.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not looking forward to that because it's like we already heard a bunch of that already happening in the last like 2-3 years. Now it's probably going to get even worse, and that's the thing I really don't want to hear.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
that the space is going to get smaller just because some fuckhead at the top doesn't want to fire themselves because that's what's costing them their company the real money.
yeah. I mean, my answer is kind of similar, just a little broader. But it's what you said is still tied into that. I'm not looking forward to the further decline of Western civilization. Like you saw it really degrade this year. I think it's just going to get worse, and AI is definitely a factor. The future does not look bright. It's fucking bleak, man. All right, what about the rest of you guys?
Yeah,
I
pretty
think
much.
I have like the worst answer. Okay, you go first, Carlos.
Oh.
My answer will make everyone super depressed.
Damn, as if it wasn't already depressed. Fuck.
We're depressed.
All right, so I'll go quickly because I want to hear Brian's answer, and I want to hear Chris's answer too.
You know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the worst thing that's going to make us all depressed, taxes.
Did you say taxes or
taxes.
Taxes.
Taxes. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, taxes.
That's coming up.
Like how energy just drained throughout the room there. So yeah, that's one thing I'm not looking forward to. Most because taxes are going up. Because of course taxes keep going up, never go down. I think we should. Oh wait, I actually can't legally say that.
Oh damn!
I'll stop there.
Fucking.
I actually legally cannot even say that here. That's brilliant. You could in America, but I can't. Taxes going up.
Rich, don't worry, Rich. You're from America, Rich. Don't worry.
All I'm saying
Off
is
air, bro.
Well, stuff happens when taxes go up to unreasonable points in time.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah.
That's what I'm actually. Shit, that might move into the thing I do want to see in 2026. Revolution. Fuck that. Bring these motherfuckers down, man. Fuck AI. Let's storm those places and tear the building down, bro.
Let's throw AI in the harbor.
Yeah, I am looking forward. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Britain saying, fuck this shit. We're done, So I don't know if that was close, Brian, but I'll say it like that.
I cannot say if it was or was not.
Fair enough. Yeah. Listen, the way you motherfuckers doing it, you tweet something bad, they'll all arrest you. So you better watch what you say, I wish I was making that up. I really wish I was making that up.
Yeah. But yeah, just because usually at the end of the year, I go through on my pay slips just to have them on record because I like just having a copy of them. So that's when I see how much I paid in taxes, and I'm like, I really wish I didn't know this.
This
So
is
that's
why
a big effing number.
Yeah, this is why I save filing my taxes until almost the last minute because I get so fucking aggravated, man. I pay all this fucking money just to see all this shit out there, Like, what the fuck am I paying for, Anyway, continue, guys. What is something you're not looking forward to in 2026?
Just going back to what's it called? Brian, I'm not as depressed on your answer because I already, most of my taxes have already been paid for, so that's the damage has already been done. But for me, I think it's interesting. We as a country, and I guess as a society at this point, have put all our chips into one AI basket, where it feels inevitable that bubble is going to burst at any time, and the ramifications of that is going to be apocalyptic.
Yeah, no, that's
the ramifications.
Yep.
I know that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but that was basically my answer. When Jensen Wang couldn't answer what the goal is of all this stuff, and you see the cycle of money that goes in and out of Nvidia, OpenAI, Oracle. Like you see the circle, you see that bubble forming, and you're like that. If that pops, that's a multi-trillion-dollar windfall that would shatter, multiple economies if it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's like
I should say when it happens. not
yeah,
if
when it happens. Yeah, because that's one of those things. Like, I do want the AI bubble to pop, but I also don't. It's like it's like a monkey's paw wish. Yeah, I want that to happen, but the bad part is going to be really bad.
Heads will roll.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, man. Let them eat cake, bitch. We're cutting your head off. Shit is crazy, man. And it's not just us talking shit, man. You see it happening. You look at the numbers. It's all fucked up. All right.
There's the numbers.
But here's something a little bit more positive than Carlos, the numbers, man. Especially with the declining birth rate and shit. I don't know if you've seen those numbers. I'm like, oh, we are cooked as a society, man. I said this to Jeffrey. I don't know if you're still there. I'm like, yo, can whatever we have now last at least another 20, 30 years until I die, then just collapse, please? Hold on. Just hold on for a little bit, bruh. Fuck.
Hold the line.
Anyway, so this one's more fun. Positive. Thank you, Eurocar. Brought us down, but now you're going to lift us back up. What is your most anticipated movie release of 2026? I may cheat a little because I got two, and they're the same ones Carlos has. Let's go.
Damn, and I'm pretty sure Eurocar asked it specifically which one, because I know it was going to be a difficult decision between the two, at least for some folks in the.
It has to be one. Yeah.
Wait, what are we revealing here, Carlos?
Sometimes I like to pretend that I'm the person asking the question, so I can understand where they're coming from.
Man, he's just saying you've never seen Eurocar and Carlos in the same room together, man. Just saying, you know.
Or Eurocar 8.
Yeah, yeah. For me, it's the Odyssey, bro. I actually got to see like the preview of it during Avatar, bro. This is how you know it's real. People clapped during a fucking preview. Like it was so good. So I'm definitely hyped for that. That's in July, I believe, or June, one of those fucking months. The good months, not fucking freezing like now, but a movie that will be coming out when it's freezing. And I'm also looking forward to Dune Messiah. That's gonna be good. Yo, Carlos, man, two gods are dropping movies next year, man.
And if Avatar were to come out like 2 weeks later, it would have been 3.
But if you consider it a full year, right? Because Avatar comes out a year right before Dune, the three gods, man. Like I said this, nowadays I only really go like new movies. I only go see movies from three guys: Cameron, Nolan, and Denis. Because these dudes give you a very clear vision. Jeff, we were talking about that the other day. It's like there are very few directors where, like, hey, Toro's one of them too, where you see that movie like that motherfucker directed this shit. But no, the Odyssey is going to be fucking epic. I want that shit to be 5 hours. I want to be in that theater all day, watching that shit. But yeah, that's me. What about the rest of you guys? What movies are you looking forward to? Or what is your most anticipated movie of 2026? So it's got to be one. But an honorable mention too,
you know what? I'll go with Nolan's Odyssey. I haven't seen much of it, but I do want to see it. I still, it's funny. I haven't actually still haven't seen Oppenheimer yet.
That's a good movie.
I just haven't had the time to sit down for the 4 hours to watch it.
Yeah,
I rewatched that movie 2 months ago. It still holds up.
Yeah, a Syrian Air Force. I don't know if he's trolling here. Avengers Doomsday. Nah, I'm good, bro.
I'll go see it, but I'm not like chomping at the bit of it, because as soon as they announced Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom, I'm like, oh, here we go. It's because y'all can't be, because y'all can make this phase whatever after the Infinity War work, because it was all that lousy films that you put in there.
Yeah,
so and TV shows.
Yeah, now we gotta break glass in case of emergency because they need to get Robert Downey Jr. They need a real star to get some interest in this shit.
Yep.
You know what, man? You know what that reminded me of? It's not a 1-to-1, but for me, it's similar vibes. It's when what's his name? J.J. Abrams brought back Palpatine in the Star Wars films.
Somehow Robert Downey Jr. came back.
Yes. Somehow he returned. It's insane. All right, what about the rest of you guys? What is your most anticipated movie?
So I'll go with So Tony, I'm with you. It's Nolan for the time being has a tiebreaker. He hasn't done me wrong ever. So he always gets my benefit of the doubt. A close second, of course, it's Danny with Doom Messiah, and the first two Doom movies are great. So hopefully this one can close up at least the Denis trilogy, because I don't think he's going to continue on with the rest of whatever the books do. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna end with a bang. So hopefully that one turns out great like the other ones. And also I want to give an honorable mention to there's a movie called Digger, which is going to come out next year.
Tom Cruise,
that
right?
is Tom Cruise is starring on it, and Alejandro is the director for it. He also did Birdman and The Revenant.
Birdman.
So shout out to that.
He's not doing any more Mission Impossible films? What the hell?
What?
Yeah, the last one was the last one. So hopefully, because Tom Cruise is actually a good actor. Like besides the action stuff, he does some pretty good stuff. He was great in a Few Good Men, which shout out to Rob Reiner who directed it.
Yeah, man. By the way, with Tom Cruise, I think the only bad movie he's done is that shitty Mummy movie. Generally, he has a pretty good track record for movies,
Yeah.
Who directed that movie? Tony, who did that? Who did that Mummy? Was it Alex Kurtzman, the same guy who runs Secret Hideout, making the shitty Star Treks?
Yeah,
that guy?
Yeah, him. Yeah, there you go. Jeffrey says his is Dune 3. I've seen a few takes on the Odyssey already. Messiah would be fresh. Well, I mean, what happens in the Odyssey.
Yeah, I mean, it's you got to read that thing in school, so you already know the story of the Odyssey. But I mean, who's really done a Odyssey adaptation, like a full-on Odyssey adaptation?
Well, there was our boy, that adaptation that TNT had with Armand Assad, which was effects were fucking cheap, but it was good. It was pretty faithful. But this would be like the equivalent, Manny. This would be equivalent of like. We got Dune on Sci-Fi, but then we got Dune in the theaters. It's that type of deal,
Yeah.
It's the Iliad. I'm surprised. Actually, they have Troy. Fuck. I don't like that movie.
Shout out to Brad Pitt.
That was a very good movie.
Hector. Fucking stupid. All right. Anybody else? 2026 movie.
I guess I'll go with what the consensus there with the Odyssey, but I will mention I am curious to see, and I know, like I said, Marvel movies are out, but I kind of don't count Spider-Man, and I would like to see Brand New Day just to see what they do, because I feel like Sony does a good job with that outside of, like, it could touch Marvel without being tainted with the fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Unless I go to another screening with Manny, I'm not. I thought the last Spider-Man movie was fucking awful. Hey, remember remember those better Spider-Man movies from 20 years ago? Here's a movie about that. And then the whole premise, hey, I fucked up my friend's way of getting into college. What am I going to do? Doctor Strange, hey, I got you, bro. I'll fuck up the universe just for you. What? This is retarded. Anyway, Brian, did you go?
I have magic MacGuffin powers.
Stupid. Yeah, Brian, did you go?
No.
Go ahead, bro.
I did not go, but I can go now.
Yeah.
So Dune I've not seen Dune 2 yet, but I would like to. Again, it's just that it's way too long, like one sitting, so I have to figure that out. So obviously, I was going to go with Odyssey because Nolan.
Yes.
Then again, it's already been like the one that everyone was shouting. Again, I'm honestly weirdly over Avengers at this point in time because I don't think they can make anything good. Like, I just feel like the whole film will just be throwbacks to, oh yeah, remember this thing that you liked? Like, we're doing it again. Like,
Member berries. The whole
remember
movie
this
will be member
character?
berries. Fucking stupid.
I got one for you, Brian. Well, Brian, I know you're looking forward to the Mortal Kombat movie.
I was tempted to say that as a joke answer, but then I remembered what they showed at Game Awards. I'm like, I'm actually no. I can't even say it as a joke.
Yeah, yo, Jeff, I know you're in the chat, man. Let's go see that motherfucking Street Fighter movie, son.
Oh my god, no.
It's gonna be a disaster.
Up.
Yeah, right.
You know, part of the reason why how Tony and I became friends was our united hate over the Street Fighter movie.
It's a Van Damme movie. That's right.
The Van Damme movie. Yep.
Yeah, because most of our friends, like at least the ones in school, they liked it. We're like, yo, that movie was dumb.
The movie was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the film I am looking forward to is a film called Werewolf. It's directed by Robert Eggers. Yeah, who did The Witch, The Northman, and Nosferatu. So yeah, again, he has a really good track record, and
that's coming out next year. I thought he just like finished filming it or something.
It's slated for like 26th of December next year. So it's technically on the books. It's not been delayed yet, so that counts.
Damn. Okay. I mean, Robert Eggers is is a real filmmaker, and he doesn't take like 10,000 years to make his films, unlike some people.
What's going on, Brooklyn Bear? What's going on, brother? I know you liked Avatar too. He goes, just passing by to say what's up, my man. You already know.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, Joey.
Wait, didn't Joey like Mortal Kombat, or was it someone else?
He liked Mortal Kombat. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure you're looking forward to the new one.
Yeah. Avatar was dope. Yeah, go ahead.
Isn't that the new Godzilla film? Is it next year? Or
I don't know if it's next year. But if it is,
-02.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's -0. It's just -0 now because they're moving up.
Right now. I meant the other one, the MonsterVerse one.
Yes. I don't know if it's next year. Who's in that one now? I think they said Space Godzilla is confirmed. It's like, okay, let's go. They just went way off the fucking rails, man. He says he liked Mortal Kombat. He's going to be there day one for part 2. There you go.
Hey. By the way, speaking of Godzilla, I'm looking forward to Godzilla -0. But I'm more looking forward to Gojira -0 -Kara.
There you go. It's funny, man. All right, let's move on here. Jolly Yellow Nerd, who's also been joining us in the chat tonight. Just shout out to you, brother. He goes, thanks for another year of the Throwdown show in the books. Thank you for hanging out with us, man. You are awesome. And I believe you won something from us this year too. Unless I'm mistaken. Somebody won something. It may have been you, or maybe that was a few years ago. Who knows, man? Time doesn't mean anything anymore. Bro, I saw this one tweet. It said 2020 was 15 years ago. I felt that shit in my soul, man.
Oh, yeah.
I felt that shit in my soul. All right. First question. Oh, Mandy, this one's for you specifically. He goes, you've worked in video games, comic books, and cartoons. Is there any art form you haven't worked in yet that you'd like to try, like manga or art design for something that goes in a live action movie or TV show?
I mean, to be honest, manga and comics are the same thing. Those are, it's silly when people say that they're two different things. It's just a style difference. Doesn't really. But as far as things to work in,
that you haven't worked in yet.
That I worked in. I have not done anything for film.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, I've worked in I've worked in, I have, done animated films. I have done, worked on animated series. I have worked in comics, but I have not done anything for film. And that's a totally different universe, getting into that
Yeah.
one.
I don't know if you could answer this. Have you ever done anything for TV, like a poster or something?
TV, actually. So for TV, for I see, like I wouldn't consider the stuff I did for X-Men, the last Fox X-Men films, as anything directly for it. Was a hire for them, but it was like, just to do some promo art. But I mean, like, legitimately doing something for like in a film, I have not done anything for. So yeah, I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah, no, that'd be huge. Yeah, like doing some design that shows up in a movie.
Yeah, doing some design work that's actually been in a film, or like being a part of the team that did something like, like this. There's this one, I can't remember. Excuse me, I can't even remember the name of the artist, but this one artist that does a lot of the Marvel designs for the films. If you can go on his Instagram now, you can literally see, like, he designed all the Wolverine outfits and the outfit that Blade had in the last Deadpool film. Like, he's been doing that stuff for years. Like, that some sort of role like that would be very interesting to me. But we'll see what happens. I don't know if anything like that would ever happen, but it would be cool.
Yeah. So he says that he won a copy of Ghost of Tsushima back in 2020, and recently he won your Metal Gear Solid Delta giveaway. So I knew he won something. You won twice a winner. All right, next up, question for me. What is your favorite electronics show or expo you look forward to going each year? Yeah, CES is the main one. CES is basically the E3 of electronics, which is ironic because E3 sprung from CES because there were video games there, and they're like, we need to do our own thing. Yeah, CES is a big one. There's also a lot of like smaller ones around the city or even bigger ones around the world. But the one I look forward to is CES, but the one I want to go to, I've been already kind of foiled twice already. Maybe next year I won't be. Computex in fucking why am I forgetting the name of the fucking country? Taiwan.
Germany?
Taiwan is Taiwan. The one you're talking about is IFA. That was a good one, but I want to go to the one in Taiwan if China doesn't invade it, But yeah, CES for sure. All right, and this next question is for everybody. This one's interesting. Your budget is unlimited and it's dinner time. What restaurant are you going to?
Is I know this might be overthinking it, but is the location matter? Like, does that have to be where we're at right now?
Jolly Yellow Nerd, you're right there, brother. You can answer the question. I'll go first because my answer doesn't matter. I'm not fancy when it comes to food, bro. You give me a burger and fries, I'm set. Like, because the thing is, like, if I want a big fancy steak, I could just get it. Here's the thing. Yes, money is tight, but I'm not. I can afford a nice steak dinner if I want. Location does not matter, Carlos. He says.
Okay.
But the thing is, yeah, because I'm not as much, Carlos is a resident foodie here. I'm really not. I'll just eat, the stuff I eat. Like, bro, every time I go to a new restaurant, I always end up getting the same shit. I always get a burger. I'm not really like that. Like, so I've never been at a point where, like, I go to a restaurant, I'm like, oh man, I want to buy this, but I can't afford it. Because I usually just like the cheap stuff anyway. Keeping it real, So I don't think this one really applies to me because it's like would my capacity to eat more increase? Then maybe that's something. But yeah, I've never been in a situation where it's like, well, fuck, I don't have enough money to eat this stuff. I'm like, whatever, Anyway, go ahead, Carlos. I feel this is a question for you specifically.
Well, here's the thing. Going to sort of Tony's point, I feel even the most prestigious restaurants, all of us can afford.
Yeah.
Nothing costs like $10,000 to eat, for example. So I think it's mostly just
And the
being
shit
conscious.
that does, I don't want to eat like, oh, here's some fucking fish eggs for $10,000. But I don't want to eat that shit. You know, caviar. That's what I was thinking about. Fuck, Chris, remember Star Trek? Oh, fish eggs, and he puts on the fucking. Shout out to Kern. You know, I will try your burnt meat.
The only way caviar is going to cost $10,000 is if you put it on a platter of ram. And but I will answer with this. It's not a specific place because I don't remember the names, but there's a lot of restaurants, and I've seen some of them in France in particular, where they serve you like 15 courses. Like they're really small. They're really small courses each, but they're like different things. Like they'll serve you like a little fish thing, a little beef thing. Like I want to go to one of those restaurants, and I know those are expensive. Like they'll be like $300, which again, you can afford, but it's still really pricey. So I'd rather not pay for it. Rather have it for free. So, or at least feel like it's free. So yeah, one of those for sure.
Jeffrey goes, end up with a plate that looks like something from Temple of Doom. The monkey brain. Oh man. All right, what about the rest of you guys? If you had a bunch of money and you could eat wherever, what would you pick?
For me, I'd actually want to try a Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
Oh shit.
See what the big deal about this dude's food is. What gives him the right to fucking yell at people and tell them how much their food sucks? Let's see what your food tastes like, homie. Yeah, I want to see. I want to check. I want to check out what his food is.
There's a place called Gordon Ramsay Fish and Chips in right here in the city.
Oh yeah. Yep. I heard it's good too.
I'm down. But again, it's like, Manny, it's not like we can't afford to go here.
No, it's not like we can't go afford to. I mean, me and Jossie used to have a tradition of going to a French restaurant down in Philly. And, it was a little bit, it was like $100-$200 meal for both of us. So, but, I want to try out what Gordon's got. Yeah.
Oh shit! So
Those
this place is right down on the same block as this sandwich spot you go to sometimes. That's crazy.
Midtown.
Yeah, it's in Midtown. Yeah, Manny, we could if you want, we could hit it up right before the Halloween show. It's right up the block.
We'll go see. We'll have some fish and chips at Gordon Ramsay.
That's funny.
I do know that Gordon Ramsay also has like varied stuff. So where he'll do like usual, like he has a bar and grill. Then he has a steakhouse. Maybe I would want to see what the steakhouse taste of the food is like. Something that would be considered a little bit of a higher tier Gordon Ramsay, because he also likes to do sort of like not regular burgers and shit too.
Yeah. Man, speaking about steakhouses, what's that one? Carlos, you probably know it.
Pita burgers.
Yeah. Woo, man, that was some good ass steak,
Yeah.
Well, I've been there like 3 times in my life. Fucking good, man. And in different cities too, which is interesting. But it goes to your point, Carlos. It's like, if we want to eat it, we just eat. It's not like we're like standing outside a restaurant just looking at the window, all like, ooh, give us more.
What was a fun restaurant? It was a more of a higher tier, expensive restaurant, Ninja downtown in.
I do remember Ninja. Yeah,
Ninja was fun.
Fun place, yeah.
All right. Anybody else?
Remember the place we went to in New Orleans?
That was a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was great, man. Vegas of the Strip. It's at a steakhouse. Maybe I should check it out when I'm in Vegas. Excuse me. All right. Anybody else?
I'll just keep it simple because at first I was thinking something Italian. I was like, and then you guys saw mentioning Gordon. I'm like, okay, so which chef has good restaurants? And I thought, Brian, like the one thing you really care about is anywhere that does a good beef ribs, because I think that's like the best type of ribs you can have. And side of course, I'm American. Side of chips. That sounds really weird to say. Sorry.
You talk about fries,
side
by
of
the way, for
chips.
us Americans.
Oh yeah, sorry. You call it fries. It's Australians that call it chips.
Yeah.
Why can't we just have one English language?
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Wait, Brian, I'm
Potatoes,
confused. now.
Because if I didn't correct it, Brian, motherfuckers would think you're talking about a bag of Lay's potato chips.
Okay.
Those are crisps.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you guys call them crisp. Yeah.
Okay. You go to McDonald's and you order a side of something, that thing. Okay.
Fries.
Yeah, there you go,
We all know
fries,
what
yeah.
that thing is. I can't even say fish and chips because to you,
It's fish
wait,
and
do you call it
fries.
fish and chips?
We call it fish and
No,
chips.
well, Bri-
We call it that just because that's just what it's called. But it's
It's
French
your
fries.
dish, so you got.
Yeah.
It's your dish, Brian. So you guys, we adopted the name.
Yeah, we
Just-
adopted the name.
just-
Yeah,
So weird.
but between us, we know it's French fries.
Yeah, so in other words, like we wouldn't call it, like over here, we wouldn't call it a burger and chips. We'd call it a burger and fries.
Yeah.
But, again.
Okay, so yeah. Well, okay. The main thing was anything that does beef ribs.
There you go.
Have you ever had beef ribs?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I've had them, but it's very rare. I do, but yeah, they're good, bro. They're good. They're good.
The dino ribs, right? The huge, because there's different cuts of ribs.
Yeah, they're massive. I love them.
Yeah.
They're brilliant. So yeah, anything that does beef ribs, sides, not too fast, but probably fries.
Yeah, there you go.
With whatever nonsense and some slaw.
Mac
Wait,
and
do you even
cheese,
call it
coleslaw.
Yeah, we call it
Coleslaw,
that.
yeah.
Coleslaw, okay, cool. I had no idea. Yeah. So that's what I go for. Something simple. I was tempted to go Nando's, but yeah, it's
Chicken Nando's.
Cheeky Nando's.
I want something a bit high up the ladder here.
Brian taught me when we went. He taught me a English trick thing with the drinks.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. And Gary, if you're listening, please let Carlos know if you've had this, because I'm pretty sure that you have.
All right, fair enough. All right, anybody else? I think we all went.
No, I thought Carlos was going to say what the trick was.
Oh, what's the trick, Carlos?
Oh, well, I forgot the combination. Is it Coke and it was something else, right? Or I forgot or Sprite.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Sprite and Fanta.
Sprite and
Carlos-
Fanta. Yeah.
Yeah, Spranta.
Spranta. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
So yeah, just make Sprite and Fanta, and that's it.
That was good.
I'll give it a shot. Anyone ever enjoy or try lamb chops? I've had those before. They're
Yes.
good.
Yeah, I had
They're
that lamb
good.
chops before.
I've had them in like Middle Eastern restaurants.
Yeah.
A lot.
My mom used to make those. So, it's a different meat. So
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, you either get pork or you get lamb chops. So yeah,
Oh,
used to make them in the broiler underneath. the
Yeah.
oven.
You broil them, mash them, stick in a stew.
That's right.
Here's one that I'm sure Gary will be salivating if mentioned this. Oxtail.
Oh yeah, oxtail's good.
I've had that.
Oxtail is fantastic.
Yeah, it's good.
You go to any black person, you ask if they had any non-vegetarian black person, you ask them if they had oxtail
or Hispanic
or just-
person.
Not me. I don't eat that shit. Fuck that.
They made that. That's a Jamaican thing too.
Yeah.
It's so good.
You usually in sancocho, which is
Yeah, sancocho. Yeah, I hate sancocho.
Yeah, I know. I love it. Especially when my grandmother made it. She always made it good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they like me and because me and Jossie are always looking. We want to do oxtail, but like for some now it seems like all the white people figured it out that it tastes good. So now it's all fucking expensive and stupid. No.
Ooh.
Jossie, what's the alternate meat for instead of oxtail?
Instead of oxtail, it's shank.
Shank.
It's beef shank. It's like
Beef shank is still cheap, so you can get something that's fairly close to oxtail and doesn't cost literally as much.
yeah, the meat
So-
to bone ratio is actually way better.
So then what you're saying is that they managed to gentrify oxtail.
Yep. If you go to the store right now, you look at how the prices of oxtail, and you remember how it used to be. They used to be the cheapest meat that you could get.
It was lobster first, man, and then it's the oxtail.
All right, good stuff. All right, guys, we're down to the last 3 questions of the year. Good stuff. All right, gaming engineer, aka Alpha Chuck. Give me give me a crazy prediction for 2026. Any subject. So feel free to go unhinged if you want.
GTA 6 will actually come out in 2022.
You know. Yeah, here's a crazy prediction. RAM prices are going to go back down.
Yeah. Or solid state hard drives. Those have been going up too. So yeah,
Oh, yeah,
those
those
are
are
going to
going up.
drop as well.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's my wildest prediction. Everything is going to be just fine in 2026. All our problems are going to go away.
Go away.
Mine's eye too, fucking Joey. You're crazy. What about Concord 2, son?
Uh-oh.
Knack 3? Of course you have to say that. Yeah, go ahead, Ben. Nobody else?
What?
Wait, wait.
We're not
Three
doing
Eye Atlas is going to land, and
Oh,
finally get
shit.
Alien.
Oh,
Cleanse the earth.
the Rapture?
Oh, shit.
Now didn't they say the rapture was supposed to happen this year? Wasn't that the whole deal?
Nah, it's
I don't
every
know.
year.
No, I was talking about Chris's point. It's like, oh, that's pretty much the Rapture, right?
That is the rapture, yeah. Cleanse the earth.
Man. Predictions.
Yeah, crazy predictions.
Again, it's a tough one. Like, Avengers will be actually good
Okay.
until. See, I can't say that it will save the MCU because the MCU is beyond
Beyond
anything at this
redemption,
point in
yeah.
time. So it's just, yeah, it just won't. See, now I'm trying to think who's going to be assassinated next year
Oh, shit.
because someone's going to be assassinated.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I just don't know who.
Yeah, I think, and we're probably going to see more of them. Oh, by the way, Brooklyn Bear says a real one. Microsoft will pause production on the Series S and X. Whoa, man! You never know.
Didn't they cancel something due to budget this year? Like Xbox Wrap?
Yeah, the
man.
wrap they
or
canceled
something?
that because of
Canceled
budget.
some
Yeah,
event.
it's
So you
insane.
can't celebrate the people who play your console or your platform because they didn't want to pay like 10 grand for some developer to come up with something pretty quick.
Or they didn't want to be so utterly embarrassed by how nobody is playing their fucking system.
I was just about to say that. All right. Any other
I mean, that's a
crazy?
bad idea.
Yeah. Any other crazy predictions for next year? Sherry Nuffer says Microsoft will do a trade-in next year to turn in for PS5 or Switch 2 or the ROG Xbox. Damn. Yeah, it's gonna be brutal, man. All right. Next up, this one's a fun question. If you could sit down and have a drink and a long conversation with any historical figure, dead or living, who would it be and why?
They'd have to speak English or Spanish.
One of them, you know.
Because, if it's Genghis Khan, I'm like, that's not going to go anywhere.
You can't talk to Julius Caesar unless you learn Latin, you know.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the language barrier is not there.
Yeah.
You're already talking to somebody who's already dead, so you just universal translator it.
Ta-
We're already in La La
Okay,
Land,
so
so-
let's throw that caveat in there. Universal translator.
Okay.
Well, I assume that you can bring like your iPod, not your AirPods, with the thing that can translate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you have it. You have a means of translation.
Genghis, put these AirPods
You'll
on.
put these AirPods on. Brooklyn Bear says Bill Cosby. The Jello pudding pop.
You mean when he, if he wasn't like senile?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a...
It's funny because I looked at these questions earlier, obviously, and I had a name pop up, and it was kind of random. Like, oh, that's interesting. I would pick him, but I was like, oh yeah, because he'd be interesting. And ironically enough, Manny actually mentioned him earlier this show. I would like to hang. This is gonna sound really random, but it just popped up in my head. I want to hang out with Mark Twain. That guy seems like a lot of fun.
Samuel Clemens. Yeah. especially if he acts like the way he does on fucking Star Trek: The Next Generation. Well, Miss God.
Oh yeah, it's like her.
Like he just seems like a lot of fun. What was it? 'Cause again, I've been thinking about the Odyssey. Maybe that's why I was thinking about it. Like, because one of the running jokes, or not the joke, but one of the things that people say is like that, quote unquote, Homer did not actually write the Odyssey and the Iliad. It was just somebody else, like, or maybe a group of people. So Mark Twain, had this joke. It's yeah, like it's true that Homer didn't write the Odyssey. It was just another guy named Homer that was attributed to Homer. I was like, yeah, this guy would just be a blast,
Yeah, I feel like he would be, especially hearing some of his quotes and stuff.
Yeah. I would just have to refrain myself,
Yeah.
be like, yo, man, fry me some chicken because he looks like the Colonel,
I mean, where is he from originally? He's
from the South, isn't he? Yeah,
He's from the South. He probably knows how to make some good.
He's an alien, man. He said he came in on Haley's Comet.
Yeah,
and he'd leave with it, and he did.
Yeah,
he died when he came back.
All right, what about? I'll go down the line here. Manny, historical figure, or even a regular person that's living now.
Oh, historical figure. Ooh, huh. I mean, Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, that's a good one.
Talk to him. I like to talk to him, just like about the whole, because most of his life he lived it, where essentially he did commissions for other people and people respected his work.
Yeah,
and, just about that whole process. Then obviously all the shit that he did on the side, like inventing stuff and all the different commissions he did. Like I like to pick his brain about a lot of that sort of stuff.
That's a good.
Why did you decide to paint a bunch of naked dudes on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Was that just a joke?
That's what the Pope I wanted. Oh man! All right, Brian.
He's like,
yeah.
He's like, the Pope's American? What?
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
It's a tough one because again, there's so many great figures in history that you just want to know, like what on earth were they thinking. And the main ones I think of is anyone that ever started any type of war. So again, obviously Napoleon, Genghis Khan, or even go back to like the old wars of so many different wars you can pick. But the one that sticks out purely because I just want to see just how insane this lad was is that one Austrian painter.
Excuse me.
I would love to know what was going through his mind because, how on earth do you reach that position of, hey, I have a cool idea, guys.
Yeah, Brian's
Let's do this.
Who hurt you?
Exactly. I think that would be fascinating.
That's fun. Carlos.
Oh, I just thought of a random ass scenario when Brian was talking about the painter. He's like let's say he's like how sometimes they said, oh, like if you stumbled across a baby, you know what his name is?
Yeah.
He's like, what would you do? And people will say like, oh, I'll stop him and stuff like that. And I just imagine someone saying, I'll just imagine saying, I'll just give him an iPad. And then I would say, you'd still do all the same things because of the iPad.
That's true, man.
Right. But yeah, for me, I'm trying to think. Maybe I don't know. Maybe JFK. Because because he's a combination of all the historical things that happened, between the Cuban Missile Crisis, all the stuff that before, like the civil rights was bubbling up, the space landing thing where he said they were going to land on the moon before the end of the decade, and then he never got to see that, obviously. So I will be curious to know his thoughts. And also, Tony mentioned about Mark Twain. He's fun. I'm pretty sure John F. Kennedy was fun too.
Oh yeah.
So it's a combination of a couple of things. So I'll probably go with that. And it's a kind of recent history. So probably good talk more recent stuff. Because if they've talked to because I was thinking about Napoleon. I'm like, we could talk about the Napoleonic Wars and stuff, and I think after that, pretty much be dead.
Yeah. With Napoleon, I would ask him like, "Yo, why you letting your woman cuck you like that, bro? Like, what the fuck is that about? Like, you're fucking Napoleon, motherfucker. You know." Anyway, Chris, what about you, man?
I think I'd have to meet what I believe is the most interesting man in the world.
Ooh.
I'd go talk to Theodore Roosevelt.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's a
This
good
guy did
one.
everything.
I had him as one of my backups.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I would love to hear about his life. Rough Riders and all
Yeah,
that
man.
stuff. Being president.
Yeah, no, he was one of my backups. The other one is fucking Patton. You know, my man will be funny.
Oh yeah.
You never guess how you went down.
Yeah. He'll slap me at the end of the night, though.
Was it Teddy Roosevelt that didn't like to be called Teddy, or was it the other? I forgot something about that, right?
Did he have a problem with that? I don't know if he did.
I don't know if he did.
Teddy Roosevelt would definitely be a good one. One of my favorite presidents for sure. All right, and the last question of the night and the last question of the year from Assyrian Air Force. And Assyrian, I know you asked some other gaming questions, but I'm saving those for the next episode, which is next year. I want to keep this strictly non-gaming. He says, I hope you guys have a great show, which we had. Thank you for that. And he wishes us Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and all that good jazz. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Same to you and everybody else who celebrates. So the question is, what is everyone's favorite sci-fi or fantasy movie franchise? He says that his is The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just go first because I'm going to piggyback off of that. It's definitely Lord of the Rings. That's the best trilogy for me of all time. It's just got everything, man. It's the perfect trilogy. There's no dull moments, and
Yeah.
it pushed the barriers for film when it came out. Everything else, like, there's always like really bad spots. We're not counting The Hobbit, right? That's separate.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we are absolutely we're partitioning that shit. Like, no,
Yeah, that's something else. Yeah, The Lord of the Rings, man. And on the first light of the fifth day, look to the east.
Yeah, I would say that's definitely the most consistent one. Because me, I'm a Star Wars guy, or used to be. I still am. I like the old Star Wars, but very inconsistent there. But I am gonna do a cutoff. Like anything Disney Star Wars doesn't exist, so I'm going with just that Star Wars. And I still love that original trilogy, man. I don't, even Return of Jedi wasn't as good to me. It was still fucking amazing, So if we're just counting those three movies, great, prequels,
So pretty much it's the original trilogy, the prequels, and the
holiday special.
Holiday special, yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty much all that.
Yeah, because this is just the movies. Because I, if we're talking about favorite TV series, sci-fi, we could open that shit up. Me and Carlos would jump in here with motherfucking Battlestar Galactica, but he's talking about just movies. And I would also give a shout out to SG-1 and Stargate Atlantis. I'm cautiously optimistic about the return, because it is coming back in modern day. So who knows what bullshit they may throw in there. But I love me that. And shout out to the Stargate movie too. That was fun. But that's not a franchise for movies, at least. They didn't bring Kurt Russell back. I'm gonna be a normie and just go Star Wars. Star Wars is special to me, man. Even though they fucked it up. Because I'm reading the fucking books now, the EU books. I'm not gonna call them legends. They're the expanded universe, and they give me the feel of those old movies, man. Terminator's a good franchise. He says 1 and 2. See, Joey's smart. Joey's smart. 1 and 2, son. You don't want to go past that. Same thing with Predator, I would say, and Aliens.
Aliens.
But yeah, Star Wars for me. It's awesome. All right, what about the rest of you guys? Favorite sci-fi or fantasy?
Movies.
Yeah, movies. Gotta be movies. Yeah, I just remember
That-
Tracy Morgan with Mike. Fantasy? What you fantasizing about? I got a job. He's talking to his girl. What you fantasizing about? You got fantasies?
So I was thinking about Chris with this answer. Like it seemed obvious it would be Star Trek, but if it's just the movies, I'm curious to see what his answer would be. It would still be that.
Star Trek very shaky, but those were Sharon was Syrian Air Force asked me, do I consider Rogue One part of the original? It is not. It's Disney. It's qualifiably Disney, even though it is a good fucking movie. I will admit that, but it is a Disney Star Wars. It's not part of the original. It's a Disney Star Wars movie. Go ahead, Chris. Star Trek, I think Carlos brought up.
I love Star Trek, and so for me, it's the original 6. It's the original series movies, the first 6. Because after that, Generations was terrible. When you get into the TNG movies don't get good until like First Contact. First Contact, I wouldn't say it's great. It's a good movie. Insurrection's terrible.
Yeah.
And Nemesis is good. It has good space battles, but it's not a great movie, right? It tries to be Wrath of Khan, but it like fails at it. So
yeah, no, I really I really
like,
enjoyed
the whole thing with him and Shinzon.
Yeah, Shinzon. Hey, who you know who that was, right, Chris?
I'm Hardy, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
He didn't have a weird voice in that until the end, I think, you know.
First Captain, your spirit for your body.
Captain Picard, I'm your clone.
I'm a clone.
Yeah. By the way, just to tie a knot into the whole conversation from something we talked earlier, we talked about whales. Star Trek that has whales.
Yeah, man. Star Trek 4, man. That was a great movie.
Well,
Aren't
the ships supposed to have like have like dolphin tubes?
Oh, cetacean observations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only the Galaxy class had that. You never see it.
Yeah, but they're different animals, man. They're different animals.
They had dolphin tubes.
They specifically needed whale songs.
They needed whales.
Oh, okay. They couldn't get the dolphins to sing.
That's like saying like, hey, we need wolf songs. Hey, get this chihuahua, you know.
Yeah.
That's a dog. Right?
It's a dog. Okay, whatever.
Yo, but it's different. All right. Anybody else favorite sci-fi or fantasy movie franchise? Ooh, Jolly Yellow Nerd says if it wasn't for the third one, he would have said Back to the Future.
Oh.
The third one's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. But
the third one's okay. I think it's okay at best.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I feel like I felt like the Back to the Future films got steadily worse. I didn't care for 2, and I really didn't like 3 that much.
I really like 2, but I agree with your assessment that they got worse as they went on.
Like first one is first one's like the perfect film.
This fucking Brooklyn Bear trolling. Rebel Moon, Zack Snyder masterpiece.
Oh, has he put out the rated R version of it yet?
I think he did.
He was going to do that. Yeah. Oh,
trash. That was a failed Star Wars movie, by the way. I'm not even making that up.
And now we know why.
Yeah. Now we know why. Yeah.
Now we know why. Even Disney said, "Wait, this is stupid."
Yeah.
By the way, I do want to do not honorable mention, but a mention. Depending on how it ends in 2026, you never know. The Dune trilogy.
Oh yeah, that could be another one.
Well,
could be one to keep an eye on.
They've already changed a couple of important things about the Dune, about certain characters in that Del News.
Yeah. So we will see.
So we will
see about that.
One thing I will say, I think he's going to adapt more than just Messiah. This is not a spoiler. The children have been cast and they're not babies. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, so okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I think they're going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read Dune Messiah and Children of Dune just to be safe, because I'm curious to see because Dune Messiah is not a long book. So they could theoretically do both of those books in one. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. It could literally just be an epilogue, But very interesting regardless. A Senator for a quick question: did you guys ever like the Clerks movies? Yeah, I liked all those View Askew movies. Those were great.
Have you seen the last Clerks movie?
No, I have not.
Clerks 2?
3 it would be.
Clerks.
I think
No,
There's a third one?
Yeah, B3.
it
Yeah.
would be 3, yeah, because I saw 2.
That one's not so good.
Oh shit, you're right. I heard, because I liked 2. 2 was good.
It was good.
Yeah, but no, you're right. I did hear that 3 was not that good.
And it's a hard one because anybody who gets gets past 2 or 3, the films sort of go.
Yeah, that's
You know
why.
what? I guess I'll go with the Lord of the Rings just de facto.
De facto, they're the only ones that really nailed it.
They seem to nail the landing. I mean, even when they've split the Hobbit into 3 films, those films were not very good. And I really like the Hobbit in general, like the fun.
The fun book. Yeah.
Fun book. It's a fun little read. But
I got
feel
that
like
too. Somewhere over there,
I feel like they need to do a reset on that one.
Yeah, we only need one movie. We only need one.
Could we have maybe if we got Guillermo del Toro on it, he said he was going to do it in one.
Yeah. Yeah, you only need one. You only need one.
Remember in Clerks 2 when I forgot the name of the guy, he's trying to reclaim all these black derogatory terms.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was great, yeah. All right, man. I think that's it, man. I think we're done. Good stuff. Another year in the books. Very wild year. Hopefully things will get better next year. But obviously I want to give a shout out to the fans for sticking with us this entire time. You guys are the reason we keep this going. So thank you. But yes, we will be taking a nice little break and we will return the first week of January for another full year of Throwdown shenanigans. But yeah, opening the floor up now. If you guys want to give your shout out to the fans, do it.
Yeah, I mean, as always, you guys have been amazing, from the, supporting us for so long. What is it now? It's like, it's going to be 10 years, or it is 10 years, right?
No, it's more than that now.
Yeah, we're over 10 years now. Now it's a pretty good stint, and have a lot of you guys, who knew us all the way back from the beginning on the STVU and Play Days, all the way up to now, still listening. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. If you go back to that STVU and Play Days, that's over 14 years. So
yeah, so we've been doing this thing for a long time, and those of you the guys who have stuck out and listened to us thick and thin, thanks a lot.
Yeah, man. All right, anybody else want to give us shout outs? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, appreciate everyone always tuning in, and also we talked about all this. Some part of the show, most of it was pretty not doomer stuff, but when we go through the doomer stuff throughout the year, I always appreciate, being talking it through here or on the Discord with all the fellas. We always keep a sane mind, together and have, good discourse and, just, gives me faith, man.
I thought you were going to say stiff upper lip,
Yeah, so shout out to everyone.
Yeah, man. All right. Anybody else? Shout outs?
Yeah, I mean, we appreciate you guys, and 14 years is a long time.
It's crazy, man.
Thank you for listening and sticking with us and everything.
Yeah, good stuff.
14 years, that's a podcaster dozen.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, since 2020, shit.
It's crazy. All right, Brian, anything you want to say to the fans?
Oh, the usual. Shout out to the fans. You guys are the reasons why we do this stuff in the first place. So, yeah. Shout out to them for the questions. Always very funny and trying to answer them in ways that make people laugh.
Yeah,
so yeah,
that's what it's about.
Here's to another year around the sun.
Good stuff. All right, man. So yeah, we'll be back. Let me pull this up for you real quick. Give you the exact. That's what I like about Throwdown, man. We always know exactly when we come back. So we shall return on January 8th. So keep that locked, and then we're gonna do 50. What is it? 50 weeks, right? Yeah, 50 weeks nonstop. But just like the last 2 years, I will actually not be on that premiere show because I'll be in Vegas. So Manny and Carlos will hold that down with the rest of the fellas. But I will return for the first question show of the year, which will be on the 11th, if I did my math right, or the 10th, probably the 10th.
We'll probably toss a reminder for you guys to so that we can get Tony talking about the current events. Throw a little question into the question show.
Because I'm going to be right in the middle of it. So, maybe I learned some shit about the RAM pricing and all that stuff. Who knows, man? But yeah, we will be back January 8th, taking 2 weeks off. But we're still going to be in the Discord hanging out with you guys. So, we won't be that far away. Which will be good stuff. It's like we're just going to disappear. The podcast won't be around, but we will be around talking shit. All right, man. So plugs, man. You got anything?
Yes, we have Blood and Thunder number 8 or 9 coming real soon. I just got the comps for number 8. So yeah. So if you're interested, it's Robert Kirkman again doing some cool stuff with EJ, who drew Tech Jacket, and they're doing another series. So that's out on the streets right now.
Good stuff.
Kari Randolph, covers by Kari Randolph and myself.
Yeah. Rich is in here, so I'll plug the Coalition. Go check out thecoalition.com. They have probably some good year-end specials. Check out the TV Terminal. Adam's, I don't know if he's doing any new right now, because Adam's, by the way, people, Adam's actually recovering something. That's why he hasn't been on. So shout out to him. But TV Terminal, those episodes are just, because they always just film a bunch of them together. So I'm pretty sure the episodes are just coming out, keeping you guys fed and all that. But yeah, man, it's going to be, another good year next year. Hopefully, it'll be another good year. It'll be a good year for the podcast, but it may not be a good year for the world. So we'll see what happens. Sorry to be dour. We just keep it, there's a throwdown. We keep it real around here, man. We're like these other bitch ass podcasters that just lie to you all the time. Not around here, man. We keep it raw and real.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch, motherfucker. All right. All right, man. So, yeah, we're done. So make sure you follow us on Twitch and Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube. Hit the like button. Leave comments, all that good jazz. Join the Discord and keep dropping comments in the Discord because, again, we will still be in there hanging out with you guys all during this entire time. Thank you, Joey. We will have a good night. And, of course, you can find us on your favorite podcast app. Links to everything down below. Once again, our show is Tony Polanco. And tonight, I was joined by Emilio Lopez.
See you next time and have a happy holiday.
Chris Seeley.
Take care, everyone.
Carlos Romero.
Peace out until 2026.
Yay. And Brian Manjoma.
Go and play Pragmata demo. It's actually good.
Yeah, I agree with Brian on that. It was very, very good. Very weird, but very good.
Is it come out on PlayStation yet?
I believe so, but I could be wrong.
I would think it
was. It just a PC only?
For at least for a little bit, it was.
Interesting.
Why? Capcom.
Yeah. But anyway, go play it if you can. All right, guys, we'll see you next year, man. Later.